Welcome into the Bobcat Den here at Pickett County High School in Byrdstown, Tennessee. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. It's time for Pickett County basketball right here on UC Sports Nation. We got a fun one tonight, folks. The first district action for either team between the Red Bowling Springs Lady Bulldogs and the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Welcome in, everyone. A couple of good teams, 6-0 for the Lady Bulldogs, 7-1 for the Lady Bobcats. Casey, gonna be a fun one tonight.
Yeah. When I think about this game, Jacob, really Casey's keys for the night. Pickett County, really the training wheels come off tonight, right? We open district play. These games mean a little bit more. They've got to continue getting production from their younger, less experienced players tonight. I think that's really important. When you think back to last year, two really competitive games. Third game was really a blowout in the district tournament last year. This RBS team, they come in, undefeated. They've got confidence. They cannot be overlooked. So Pickett County really must protect the basketball and limit those empty possessions. And then lastly, they need to figure out how to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers like Wood and Lowe and let them make plays off the dribble. Kick into those shooters for good looks, Eminette and Kiesland specifically, and then leverage Reeder for those rebounds and putbacks. Lastly, Jacob, play smart. Can't get into foul trouble tonight. RBS wants to figure out a way to get into our bench, so Pickett County's got to figure out how to limit that.
That's one of the things Coach Smith is going to be talking about in his pregame interview, and a big reason why they had that blowout win in the third game last year. In 3 games last year, they all went in favor of Pickett County, but the first 2 were fairly close, 57-44 and 59-56. And then Casey mentioned it in that district tournament, 79-43. But Casey, what are the Lady Bulldogs going to have to do to try to come away victorious in this one?
Number one, Jacob, they really got to figure out how to control the tempo. They can't allow long, sustained runs by Pickett County. They've really got to figure out how to hang around till the fourth quarter to give themselves a chance to win. Really don't allow penetration. They've really got to protect the paint tonight. And then lastly, getting creative on offense. The dribble drive, figure out ways to get Pickett County in a little foul trouble and really challenge their depth.
Claire Fleming is the player to watch out for this Lady Bulldog squad, a very good guard for the Red Bowling Springs Lady Bulldogs, and she will be the one handling most of the offensive duties for this team. And it's going to be a fun one here tonight. First district action. Both of these teams are going to want to win, and we're going to hear about it coming up in just a little bit from both head coach Brent Smith and from the freshman Kaylee Tompkins. She'll break down this past weekend a little bit and talk about this upcoming game as well. That's coming up next on UC Sports Nation.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Lady Bobcats basketball. We're talking with freshman Kaylee Tompkins. Kaylee is kind of the sixth man for this rotation on the Lady Bobcats squad this year. And Kaylee, that's kind of where I want to start off, being that sixth man or the first player off the bench. Does that give you a little more motivation to play a little bit harder when you do get into the game?
Yeah, I really try to hustle, dive on loose balls, and rebound as much as I can when I'm in. And, I try to make free throws, but you know how that goes. So.
That's always a work in progress for everybody. But going back to being that sixth man, is that a role that you're used to? Is that something you kind of expected to step into this year, or is it something that you're going to try to get to a starting spot by the end of the year as well?
Well, I don't know if I'll make it to a starting spot, but yeah, I'm really trying.
Was it fun kind of being with the team on such a long road trip like that? And do you think it'll kind of help you guys going forward when you do have to go on other long road trips throughout the season?
Yeah, I rode with Callie, and she's my best friend, and we have a lot of fun when we're together.
You mentioned you didn't score a lot. You had 8 points. Not a lot of people scored in that. Actually, a lot of people scored in that game, but not a lot of people scored a lot of points. But you had 8 points in it, and you mentioned it. You like to score. Having those 8 points, does that kind of boost your confidence a little bit on the offensive side of the ball?
Yes, absolutely. I love to get it at the high post and like fake and go shoot a layup. It's my favorite thing to do.
Well, what do you know about Red Bowling Springs? What did you guys work on in practice yesterday to get ready for them tonight?
They have Fleming, and she really likes to score and draw fouls. So we're just gonna play as in front of the ball as we can and try not to foul.
Lastly, how excited are you to play in your first district game here at Pickett County?
Super excited and a little nervous.
All right, that's freshman Kaylee Tompkins with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball. Talking with head coach Brent Smith of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Coach, 2 wins the last 2 games, Friday, Saturday last week. Let's talk about those a little bit. You had a 61-29 win on the road, first road win of the season against a Warren Central team up in Kentucky, and then 62-45 against Camden County here at home. Just kind of take me through those 2 games, quick turnaround for you. What'd you like? Maybe what didn't you like in those 2 games?
As far as the Camden County game, I think they're a quality opponent. They've got a lot of talent. And got some bigs that that can play, especially 24. But I thought we played well at times in that game, and had some lulls as you know. But overall, I thought that was one of our better games. But and then Saturday we played, the team wasn't very good, just to be honest. I thought they'd be a little more of a challenge. But then, with that being said, we got some younger guys. Some guys come off the bench, got some time in, and that's always good. So kind of got to approach it kind of especially the second half as a JV game. So that way everyone hopefully got better over the weekend.
That kind of leads into my second question. I guess what did you hope that the girls learned from that experience? I mean, you had to go on the road. It was a long road trip, and you mentioned it. All 10 players got to play in that game. So what do you hope they pulled from that experience, even though it may have been an easy win, more or less?
Well, just it's an environment you've never been in. So I mean, it was not a environment we've had seen this week at all, as far as being a Tuesday we had a great big crowd here, and then it was a great environment. Then we left and had the next night was here on Friday. Of course, had a great good environment for high school basketball. But now Saturday was obviously not. But we still found a way to I thought we played early against the team wasn't very good. Played okay, and obviously got better.
Well, let's break down Red Bowling Springs a little bit. First district game of the year, and this will be the first time you see them this year. Played them 3 times last year. Fairly close games in the first 2, and then essentially blew them out in that third one, 79-43. When you look back at last year, what did you change between that second and third game, or did you change anything? It just kind of fell into place.
Well, I went back and watched all 3, obviously. Of course, I've got 3 or 4 on them this year, so we had a lot of film time in. But just wanted to go back, like what you said, what did we do different in the last game that we didn't do in the first 2? I can tell you, didn't get in foul trouble. What it came down to, our strategy was basically the same, just stayed out of foul trouble. And we can't. That's the thing here tonight. We're going to have to maybe slow up more than we want to because to keep ourselves out of foul trouble. So their guard number 12 is really good at drawing the fouls. He's just really good at it.
Well, they're undefeated this year for a reason. You mentioned it. They got a couple of good guards. What else do you expect to see from them here tonight?
Well, just a slow pace. They want to play slow, methodical, and try to keep it in her hands a lot, number 12's hands. So it's it's going to be a challenge for us. She's really good body control. She's really strong. Not necessarily a phenomenal shooter from the perimeter from the 3, but really good at getting in the lane, drawing fouls, and getting a great free throw shooter. So she shot one game 21 of 26 from she gets to the line a lot.
Lastly, Coach, this being the first district game of a lot going throughout the season, but was that kind of a point of emphasis maybe in practice or in the message to the team before the game? But, hey, this one means a little bit more than some of the other games do.
Well, none of them matter with these. Right now you're 0-0, and this is their first district game too. So most important game by far of the year. And, I think, the thing about it is they're going to expect to win because they're undefeated, and it's probably their best team they've had in a long time. So, it's going to be a challenge for us. It depends on how we adapt to the situations that they're going to throw at us. I don't really know, maybe a zone, maybe a soft man. It just how we adapt and adjust to those.
Head Coach Brent Smith with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment.
Thanks.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Back at the Bobcat Den here on the pregame reports, brought to you by People's Bank. Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs 6-0 in the season, getting set to take on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, who are 7-1, right here from the Bobcat Den. Before we get into this one, though, there's a lot of other games going on around the Upper Cumberland, Casey.
Yeah, we've got a full slate of games tonight. Jacob, the UC Sports Nation scoreboard, games of interest around the area tonight. We've got Clark Range at Stone Memorial, Clinton at Clay County, Gordonsville, Jackson County, Red Bowling and Pickett. That's the game we've got right here live in just a couple of minutes. Monterey goes on the road tonight to Sunbright. Smith County at DeKalb County, Knox Webb at Upperman, and then lastly, York Institute at Cookeville. Jacob, you've got a couple of really premium games tonight. That York Institute Cookeville girls game and that Clinton County Clay County boys game should be really good. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Jacob, back to you.
A lot of fun ones tonight, including this one here in front of us. We'll be getting started here in the next few minutes. Got about a minute until they'll do the national anthem, and then we'll bring you the starters as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring you the starters from both sides. It's the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs getting set to take on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Coming up right after this.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at kieslingins.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Bobcat Den. Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs are going through their starting lineups, so why don't we bring you them as well. Their starting lineup looks like this. The 6-0 Lady Bulldogs, their head coach is Lacey Coulter, having a pretty good season this year, and it's going to be a fun matchup tonight against the Lady Bobcats. Kennedy Marshall wears the number 10. Bailey Massengale wears the number 11. Claire Fleming is the player to watch for them. She wears the number 12. 34 is Gracie West, and number 20 is Chloe Powell. That's the starting five for the Lady Bulldogs. On the other side for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, 7-1 on the season, playing some good basketball right now, coming off of 2 wins over Cannon County and Warren Central. No change for them. Allie Amonette wears the number 12. Ella Kiesling wears the 13. Emmy Lowe is 33. Shayla Wood is 34. And Callie Reeder is 44. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats will be wearing their home white uniforms with black trim and yellow numbers. And for the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs, they'll be in their away gray uniforms with white and red trim and red numbers. They've also got some pink and white shoes, Casey, so spicing it up a little bit.
Yeah, those are really fun to wear, I'd say, right there. I'm not sure they'd go good on me, Jacob, but they would go good with your shirt tonight.
Got the pink and, I guess, salmon and blue, if you want to call it. I already got accused of wearing the Red Boiling Springs colors by Coach Smith, but, got to keep it in the middle a little bit. Yellow and red, I guess, somewhat can form pink. We'll see. But we're about ready for basketball. Referees tonight, Jeremy Tallison, Mike Blevins, and Seth Bruton. Refs are ready? We're ready, and we're underway, and Pickett County wins the tip. It'll be Allie Amonette who will bring the ball up the court first and hand it off to Emmy Lowe. Start the offense for the Lady Bobcats. Moves it to the right side, a low post entry to Reeder, spins around, puts it up with the left hand, and gets it to fall. And a hot start for the Lady Bobcats in the early going. It's 2-0. Just 20 seconds in, great offensive set run there for the Bobcats. At the other end, a little bit of a zone defensive look. They're looking like they're going to go a bit of a gimmick defense on Fleming here. A box and one, which we saw Warren Central do against Lowe on Saturday. And somewhat of a matchup zone as well. So Fleming drives in. He's going to kick it out to Marshall. Takes it to the right side. Tap of the key. Tried to bounce a pass off to Massengale. She got it stolen away, and the Pickett County Lady Bobcats going the other way. Lowe to the basket. Through some contact. Couldn't get the basket to go. And back the other way we go. Lady Bulldogs with it. Right side. 3-ball coming. Is going to go down. That's Chloe Powell with the triple from the right side. Coach Coulter barking out instructions for her defensive squad right now. They're leading it 3-2 with 6:50 to play in the first quarter. Lowe picks up her dribble on the right wing. Skips it over to Amonette. Tap of the key. Looking, surveying, drives it to the right side. Defender reaches in for it, can't come up with a steal. Now passes off to Lowe, and we'll reset the offense.
Got a really good matchup down low between Reeder and her defender. Really watch that matchup all night, Jacob.
That's Reeder and West down there. Down low is Amonette with the shot. Can't get it to fall, but an offensive rebound for Reeder. Running in is Wood with a head of steam. Lays it up and gets it to go off the window. Shayla Wood with 2 points. She played well this weekend, was named the player of the game against Warren Central, had 8 points in that one, did a lot of other small things as well. 4-3, Lady Bobcats on top. There's a screen, tap of the key for Powell again. Can't get the shot off that time, and now Massengale with it left wing. Gets it in the corner, back to Powell, dribbling it with the right hand, will drive in. That's Marshall, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Wood and cleared away. Up the court she goes, streaking to the basket, middle of the lane, pulls up, lets it fly, knocks it down. Shayla Wood went coast to coast with it that time. She's got 4 points in the Bobcats lead.
Nobody ever stopped her. She got right to the rack on that. They're going to have to do, Red Bowling's going to have to do a better job of stopping the basketball.
It's a 3-point advantage for the Lady Bobcats as it stands with 5.5 to play in the first. Fleming kick it over to Powell in the corner. She'll let it fly. It's off the mark that time and rebounded by Reeder. Low finds Amonette in transition. She'll let it fly from deep. She knocks it down. Seems like Allie Amonette does that quite a bit in the first quarter. Knocks down a triple. She does right there, and it leads to a 30-second timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs. 9-3 early lead for the Lady Bobcats. They're looking pretty good to start out this ball game.
Yeah, we talked about one of the keys before the game, getting in there deep in the paint and then getting a shooter's spot up out there to open three. Amonette just knocked it down right now, and so great start right here for the Bobcats.
We saw some hot shooting over the weekend. We saw Ava Kiesling come off the bench and knock down 2 triples against Warren Central on Saturday, and that was one of the things that Coach Smith was really happy to see. While it was, I guess, a team that they expected to be a little better than they were, they got a lot of playing time for all of their players. All 10 players played in that game. They had 9 players score in that game, so a lot of experience learned in that game for this Pickett County team.
Yeah, it's going to be beneficial for later on down the road when we need some of that youth from the bench to step up and make a big play.
Out of the timeout, 5:12 to play in the first. Lady Bobcats lead by 6. Powell will shot fake from the right side. She drives in. We've got a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on Pickett County. They're going to tag Allie Amonette with her first. The Lady Bulldogs will trigger from the right side underneath the basket. The inbound on the right block and pulling it back out to Powell. Powell drives into the basket, puts it up, blocked from behind by Amonette, and she'll lead the break now, looking ahead to Shayla Wood. She comes to a jump stop, puts it up with the right hand, and gets it to fall again. And Shayla Wood, 6 early points in the first quarter. 4:50 to play, it's 11-3, Lady Bobcats on top. Fleming with it, top of the key. Off a curl screen comes Marshall, is going to kick it out to Powell, lost the handle on it. Now she'll drive in with an angled dribble. Kick it back out, top of the key to Massengale. We'll find Fleming again, we'll reset it. Fleming dribbling with the left hand, will cross over to the right, look to the sideline to Coach Coulter for assistance. Looking for a back screen, gets one set on Kiesling. Fleming drifting to the right side, hasn't been able to get in the paint yet. Coach Smith talked about she likes to do that. Here's Powell, kick it out. 3 ball from the top of the key coming from Massengale, and she's able to knock it down. Good patient offense run there by the Lady Bulldogs that time, and a big shot for them, and now a steal on the other end. Lady Bulldogs in transition. Up to Massengale, lays it in with the left hand. She's got 5 points on back-to-back possessions, and it's quickly a 1-possession ball game, 11-8. Amonette on the right wing, looking down low for Shayla Wood. She finds her right baseline, skips it over to Emmy Lowe. A 3 ball from the left wing, that one's short, but Reeder, the offensive rebound, is fouled on the way up, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Reeder got over there on that backside rebound, squeezed in there and figured out a space that she could go up high for the basketball. Got the contact. She's going to go to the line right here for 2 shots.
And the foul is called on Claire Fleming. That'll be her first. It'll send the freshman to the line for 2 freebies. The first one is off the back iron and no good. She's got 2 points already in this game, and it was funny hearing from Kaylee Tompkins, who will be the first player off the bench for this Pickett County team. That one in and out, but an offensive rebound for Shayla Wood. We'll get back to Kaylee in a little bit. Emmy Lowe on the right side for the Bobcats. Looking down low to Reeder. Great position. Puts up the shot just a little too strong. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. Fleming in transition. Jabs in. Will pull it back out. Set up the offense. 3:21 to play in the first. It's 11-8. Lady Bulldogs chasing those 3 points. Powell fighting through some screens. Gets the ball. Lets it fly from the top of the key, but can't get it to fall. Wood in transition now for the Lady Bobcats. All the way to the basket. Puts up a little runner with the right hand. No good. And rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. Back the other way. 3 minutes on the clock. This is Marshall, top of the key. A handoff to Fleming. Fleming surveying. Moves it left side of the hands of Massengale. Looking inside. Can't get a pass in. Now will drive in. Kick it out. Left wing it goes to Marshall. She'll penetrate to the basket. Tried to put up a shot, but she traveled with it. Good defense by the Lady Bobcats to stay in front. We'll see our first sub coming in for the Lady Bulldogs. That'll be Josie Green. So Green checks in for Massengale, and Green the only player without those pink and white shoes on. Got some turquoise blue There's Ella Kiesling at the other end for the Lady Bobcats. Puts up a shot off the glass. It's a little too short. Reeder fighting for the rebound, but stepped on the end line, and it'll be out of bounds. And there is Kaylee Tompkins. Thought it was funny in her pregame interview talking about free throws, saying, well, you know how that goes.
Also thought it was interesting that she really enjoyed the ride up there with Reeder. She said they were best friends, and you could tell they played a lot together. They really know where each other's going to be on the court, and especially in that high-low set.
Well, they're in it right now on defense. Fleming with the basketball for the Lady Bulldogs. A nice spin move, but it's blocked away by Reeder, rebounded by Wood, and then Fleming reaches in for her second foul. That's going to be a big one. So Fleming picks up her second foul, and there's still 2:18 to play in the first. Fleming's going to come out of the ball game.
Yeah, that's a big foul right there. They're gonna need her prowess out there. It's going to be a big drop off in production right here.
So Emmy Lowe will bring the ball up for the Lady Bobcats. Crosses over, top of the key, takes it to the basket, through some traffic, and somehow gets it to fall. What a finish by the freshman. She's got 2. It's 13-8. Coach Smith barking out instructions for his squad. What can this Lady Bulldogs team do without Fleming, their point guard, on the court? Green, left wing, penetrates, pulls it out, tap of the key to Massengale, will fake a 3, dribble it with the left hand to the left side, give it back to Green. Good defense shown by the Lady Bobcats here. Driving the left baseline, blocked away, and Emmy Lowe got beat and then fouled Massengale from behind. That'll send Massengale to the line.
Yeah, got her up in the air right there, was able to get around her. Lowe just came back at the last second, tried to take a swat at the ball, got a little piece of the arm right there.
That's the first foul on Emmy Lowe, and the free throw good from Bailey Massengale. She's had a nice first quarter. She's got 6 points and really keeping Red Boiling Springs in the ball game right now. It's 13-10 after the second made free throw. She's got 7 of them. Little full court pressure shown here from the Lady Bulldogs. Amonette got left open. She'll let it fly again. It's off the back iron and no good. Rebounded by RBS. Back the other way. Massengale with it, top of the key. Will fake a pass, go to the left side, give it off to Powell, top of the key. She'll penetrate, and we got a foul call on the Lady Bobcats again. This might be on Emmy Lowe again, and it is, I believe. It is, so that's her second. So now both point guards with 2 fouls, and both are going to be on the bench in the early going.
Yeah, it's not what Coach Smith wanted. He talked about that pregame, get foul trouble. Got to figure out how to play without fouling.
13 foul on Pickett County. Triggering the inbound is Green. She gets it back over to Powell, takes the 3. It's short, no good, and rebounded by Pickett County. On the fast break they go. Wood to the basket, high off the glass, gets it to fall again, and she's already got 8 with 1:20 to play in the first. It's 15-10. Lady Bobcats lead by 5. Here's Massengale, tap of the key for the Lady Bulldogs, dribbling around with the right hand. Into the high post to Powell, lost the handle on it. Massengale gets it back, and then reaching in the process was Wood. And got to credit the effort from Shayla Wood, trying to go after the loose ball, but she's going to be tagged with the foul, and that's going to be her first.
Yeah, it's a hustle play. Coach probably won't say a whole lot about that. Loose ball, 50-50 ball. She went hard for it, just picked up the foul.
It is the 4th team foul, though. Here's Green with the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Puts up the 10-foot jumper from the left wing. Can't get it to fall, and Kaylee Tompkins has the rebound and looking for a guard now to get the ball up the court. Finds Amonette. Amonette, tap of the key. To the right side, it goes to Kiesling. Looking right baseline. Got the ball stolen away by Massengale. The Bulldogs in transition. Up the court, it goes to Powell, right side. Runs into a brick wall of Kaylee Tompkins, and then it's stolen away by Reeder. Up the other way. Kiesling at the basket. Missed the layup. Wood the rebound. Goes up. She got fouled, and she'll be at the line. 56 seconds to play in the first quarter. Great defensive play on one end by the Bobcats. At the other end, going to be free throws.
Yeah, Reeder just stood her ground, took the contact, and then as she went up for the shot, came in by another Bobcat player there, swatted it away. Great defensive series right there.
How about this first quarter from Shayla Wood? She's already got 9 points. And 9 of the 16 points for the Lady Bobcats. That's big, especially with Emmy Lowe on the bench with 2 fouls.
She's going to have to pick up her scoring production for sure.
Well, she's into double figures already. 55 seconds remain here in the first quarter. It's 17-10. Pickett County leads by 7. Full court pressure by the Lady Bobcats. It's cleared by Red Boiling Springs. Here's Green left wing with it. 45 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they try to waste some time for that final shot. There was a new player that checked in. That was Rhiannon Hicks. She's in the left corner right now for the Lady Bulldogs. 30 seconds and counting. They're just going to dribble it out near half court and either make Pickett County force some play defense or just let them have that final possession. Now they're going to send a double team to him. Here's Hicks on the left corner. Hicks passes it back out to Green with 18 seconds. Skips it over, and it's stolen away by Tompkins. In transition, Tompkins to the basket, lays it in with the left hand.
JT with the steal, finishes at the rack.
10 seconds to play in the first. It's 19-10. At the other end, Marshall kick it out to Hicks. She'll take the three, finds nothing. Amonette has it weak side, and she's just going to dribble out the first quarter. And a strong first quarter shown by Pickett County. 19-10, they lead after one. Take a short break, come back, second quarter action on the other side.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
A strong first quarter shown by the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, taking on an undefeated Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs squad. They lead at 19-10 after one quarter of action. Shayla Wood, the lone senior for the Lady Bobcats, has 10 points already. Inbounded, and it's going to be a turnover by Red Boiling Springs to start off the second quarter. They threw it into the backcourt. A double team came and then fell to the ground and lost it out of bounds. And Pickett County forces a turnover 9 seconds into the second quarter. Lady Bobcats will now have it on offense. Amonette setting it up. Man-to-man defense for Red Boiling Springs. Check that, it is a zone. It's a three ball from the left wing off the mark and rebounded by Callie Reeder offensively. And another chance for the Bobcats. Kiesling will give it off to Amonette, top of the key. It's a zone look. Looks like a 3-2 zone for Red Boiling Springs. Don't see that too often. Down low, Kaylee Tompkins lost the ball, somehow got it over to Reeder on, well, either it was a tip or just a loose ball, and Reeder finds 2 points.
Hey, right place, right time right there for Reeder.
Some more three-quarter court pressure here shown by the Lady Bobcats. And another steal. Shayla Wood has it. She'll go on the fast break. She'll lay it up, and she'll lay it in for her 12th point of the ball game. And another quick timeout taken early on in the second quarter by Red Boiling Springs. This one might be a full one, and it is, so we'll take it with them. 7:02 to play here in the second quarter. It's quickly 23-10. Pickett County on top.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back here in the second quarter. Fleming going to check back into the ball game for Red Boiling Springs. She's going to be playing with those 2 fouls, but they need some offense going. They only had 10 points in that first quarter, and after some turnovers, they bring Fleming back in, who can handle the basketball a little better for this Lady Bulldogs squad. So out of the timeout, 6:50 to play in the second quarter. Lady Bulldogs with it. High post it goes, hand off to Fleming. She'll penetrate to the basket, get it blocked away by Reeder, rebounded by Reeder, and Pickett County has it on the fast break again. Shayla Wood to the basket, draws the contact, and instead they're going to say it's an offensive foul on Shayla Wood.
Yeah, I don't like that one very good. She did create a little contact. Didn't look like the defender had good guarding position right there. Tough break for Shayla.
And I think that's what Coach Smith was arguing as well, but that is going to be the second foul on Shayla Wood, and so he's going to bring in Emmy Lowe, who also playing with 2 fouls. So now both point guards on the floor for both teams, both playing with 2 fouls. 6.5 to play in the first half. It's 23-10. Lady Bobcats lead by 13. Powell, right wing, will pass it off to Fleming between the circles. She'll pull it back out near the half-court line, set up the offense. Looking to the right side and still just buying some time before they set it up and run the play. Fleming drives in, good pass down low, is going to kick it back out to Powell, will fake the shot, she'll drive in, get blocked, and then a foul is called on Callie Reeder. So Reeder picks up her first, it's going to be the team's 6th. So already into the bonus are going to be the Lady Bulldogs on the next foul at the line. Chloe Powell cannot connect on the first free throw. She had a 3 already in this game, that was early on in this one. She'll pound the rock a few times, let it fly on the second attempt and knock it down. 23-11, 6:06 to play in the first half, I should say, in the second quarter. Pickett County with the basketball from the high post, just like KT mentioned in the pregame, likes to catch it in the high post, make a fake, drive it to the basket. In the process, she got fouled, and she'll be at the line for those free throws that she said she's been working on.
You can tell she's practiced that a few times. She caught it right at free throw line, fake to the right. She's left-handed. She drove left. Defender just couldn't get over there in time to cut her off. She's going to be at the line for 2.
Well, she can't hit on the first one. That foul was called on Brianna Thompson. She checked in for the first time at the last dead ball. Tompkins a little deep on the first attempt. The lefty will try it again on the second one. That one a little deep as well and no good. So 0 for 2 from the strike. 5:55 to play in the second. Fleming with it, top of the key. And Coach Smith mentioned she doesn't like to shoot the 3 ball and doesn't hit it a whole lot, so they're going to give her that shot and try to back off of her a little bit. Here's Massengale. She'll try the 3 ball, almost banked it in, but it's rebounded by Kaylee Tompkins. Now a fight for it on the ground. Amonette has it. An overhead pass up to Kiesling, who comes to a jump stop. Will give it back to Amonette. Find Lowe, top of the key. Lowe, entry pass down low into the high post, back to Tompkins. Puts up the wild shot, no good, but rebounded by Reeder. Can't get it to go on the putback. RBS the rebound, cleared away by Fleming. Fleming tapped the key, kicks it right side for Powell. She'll fire it away. That one short, no good. Tompkins has the rebound. She'll bring it up the court for Pickett County. Nobody picks her up. She'll pass it off to Reeder. Reeder puts up the shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. Back the other way we go. A frenetic pace to this one. Fleming puts up the shot. Now it's off the mark. Low. Back up to Kiesling. Kiesling off the glass, no good. Kiesling was out of bounds, caught the ball. And so it's going to be last touched by her. And go to Red Boiling Springs. And Coach Smith wants a timeout. He doesn't like what he's seeing right now. The pace, a little bit frenetic, not taking care of the basketball, and wants to give him a little bit of a breather, but also kind of get into him a little bit.
Yeah, we've had 3 possessions in a row, Pickett County has, where they've missed 3 layups. Reeder's missed a couple. Kiesling just missed a transition bucket right there. So I think Pickett County, Coach Smith's just slowing it down right here, reminding them to take care of the ball, and on the easy transition buckets, they got to go down.
4:53 remains here in the first half. It's 23-11, so they were playing very well through the first quarter, and then to start out the second quarter, Red Boiling Springs made some adjustments. They brought Fleming back in. She's able to handle the ball a little bit better, and since then they've been able to kind of slow Pickett County down a little bit and try to get back into the ball game. They're going to try to do that out of the timeout right here. 4:50 remains in this one, and they're down by 12. Fleming will bring it up, top of the key, get a screen. She'll let the 3 ball fly, can't get it to go, and rebounded by Reeder. Low comes across the half-court line. Crosses over on the right side, looking down low for Reeder. The ball's poked away from behind and stolen by Gracie West. Fleming has it, make that Massengale. Will hand off to Fleming. She'll penetrate middle of the lane. Kick it out to Powell, will fake a 3, drive in, kick it out. Massengale now with it left wing. Good defense by the Lady Bobcats, not letting anything too easy go up. Powell drives in, pulls it back out. Off to Fleming. 4:14 remains here in the second quarter. A screen set for Fleming. She'll try another triple. That one almost wedged it. No good. And Kaylee Tompkins going to slow it up and find Lowe. Lowe going to set up the offense. 4 minutes on the clock. They lead it by 12. Lowe gets a screen from Reeder, moves it to the right side, gives it back left wing to Amonette. Now in the corner goes to Tompkins, trying to get the ball to Reeder down low. The ball's poked away and stolen away by Powell. It's a couple of steals now for the Lady Bulldogs defense. Massengale, top of the key, handling the ball. We'll move it right side for Powell. Shot fake and give it off to Fleming. We'll set up the offense again. Coach Coulter barking out instructions, trying to get the team set. They're still trying to get into their set. Now Fleming will start it. Give it to Powell, left wing. Into the high post it goes, and a shot comes from Gracie West. That one was no good. And Pickett County now on the move. Emmy Lowe has it, top of the key. 3:15 to go in the second quarter. Emmy Lowe going to set up the offense. Moves it to the right side. Going to run that same play. Emmy Lowe looking right side. He's looking for Reeder down low. Throws into the high post for Tompkins. Quickly passed it down to Reeder. It was stolen away again by Red Boiling Springs.
Pickett County pretty sloppy with the basketball right now, Jacob.
Well, they haven't given up any points off those turnovers yet. Here's a shot from Massengale. That one's no good again. So everybody's gone cold recently. Here's Amonette in transition. She'll lay it up, and finally Pickett County gets on the board. She's got 5 points. Knocked down the triple early on in that first quarter, finds her first 2-point field goal right there and makes it 25-11 with 2.5 to play in the first half. Fleming handling the ball for RBS. Crosses over, drives right side, will spin around, runs into Reeder, and Reeder blocks it out of bounds. Tell you what, Callie Reeder does a very good job of staying straight up. She took the contact. Then when the shot came, still blocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, she's altering shots down there inside. They're having to shoot it over, and a lot of times the second defender is coming in to help her out. Also, Jacob, I'm not sure how many rebounds she's got, but she's on the glass on both ends right now.
She's doing a really nice job. That freshman is going to be very, very good for years to come for this Pickett County team. This is Marshall, who just checked back into the ball game. Fleming from the free throw line finally gets in the scorebook. She's got 2 points. It's 25-13. Some full court pressure shown here from the Lady Bulldogs, and then they'll just go man-to-man out of it. 2 minutes on the clock. Amonette here on the near sideline. Ball's poked out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Bulldogs. Good defensive pressure there from Kennedy Marshall. Macy 3 has checked in for the first time for Pickett County, so it's 3 Amonette, Reeder, Tompkins, and Kiesling. Kiesling hasn't touched the ball a whole lot, especially on the offensive side. We'll see if they try to get it to her here. She's got it on the near angle, on the near wing. Spinning around, putting up a shot after a nice move and knocks it down. Well, what'd I say? Get her the ball, and she makes something happen.
She put her on skates right there. Great crossover, pulled up at the free throw line, knocked down to Jay.
27-13 with 1:38 to play in the second quarter. Fleming with it for the Bulldogs. Looking right side, will move it left wing into the hands of Marshall. Will fake a shot, then put it up from 17 feet, and she got fouled from behind by Macy Threet. And so that's going to send Marshall to the line for 2 freebies. Threet going to be tagged with her first foul. We've seen Threet in quite a few games this season. I guess you could consider her the second player off the bench for this Pickett County team. Shayla Wood going to check right back in for Threet. We've got some short run there. 1:29 on the clock. The free throw no good on the first attempt from Marshall. She'll try it again. That time no good as well. And rebounded by Pickett County. So Pickett County going to have the ball with 1:20 on the clock. They lead it 27-13, a 14-point advantage. Here's Wood, top of the perimeter, looking right side and dribbling out near half court on the logo. Moving right side in the hands of Amonette, and they'll reset the offense again. Wood comes to get it with 1:05 on the clock. Tompkins and Reeder just standing out above the paint, trying to set a screen for Wood. Wood can't use it, and now we'll pull it back out again. They tried a couple of different plays, didn't like how they were developing. They're going to try it a third time, that same setup. They got the 2 players on the top of the paint at the free throw line, but 45 seconds on the clock. Wood just trying to waste some time.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they go for last shot right here.
So Wood still dribbling to the right side. Hand off to Amonette. 36 seconds on the clock. Amonette and it back to Wood. Pickett County kind of in uncharted territory right here without Emmy Lowe on the court for these final shot situations. Shayla Wood dribbling left wing. He's going to get the separation to get away from that 5-second call. Now driving it right side. 15 seconds now. Let's see what they run. 14 seconds. Wood might just go one-on-one with Shayla Wood.
They've held it for over a minute right here, Jacob.
7 seconds. Wood starting the offense. Crosses over. Drives into the basket. Runs into a defender. Good defense. Reeder has it for a second. It's tipped around. And that's how the quarter comes to a close. 27-13 8-3 in that second quarter. Much slower offensive quarter from both sides, but Pickett County does have the 14-point advantage at the half, 27-13. We're going to take a short break, come back, break it down for you right here on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome into halftime here at the Bobcat Den. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden's to my right. You're listening to Pickett County Bobcats basketball right here on UC Sports Nation, and the Lady Bobcats leading at the half, 27-13 over an undefeated Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs squad. But this is coming into that, we knew that the Bulldogs team hadn't played a lot of good teams on their schedule. Their winning percentage for opponents is about 38% compared to Pickett County at 48% in terms of winning percentage. So a little bit stronger of a schedule for this Lady Bobcats team. They lead it by 14 right now. And Casey, what have they been doing well, especially in that first quarter? Second quarter, kind of slow for both teams.
Yeah, so, I think big key to the game so far is Pickett's been able to get out and run. They've been able to create some turnovers, especially when Fleming went out of the game. I thought they played Pickett County played very crisp in the first half. Were able to kind of score at will. Got a little sloppy there in the second quarter. Coach Smith called a timeout. I think he reminded the team that, really important to protect the basketball. You think about the second half. Red Bowling Springs wants to slow the game down. They're down 14 right now, so that strategy is probably going to have to change a little bit. Look for them to try to pick up the pace a little bit, which Jacob plays right into the hands of Pickett County. They want to play pretty quick. So I would look for the pace of the game to speed up here in the second half. It'll be interesting to see if Pickett County and both teams can really sustain the foul trouble that they're in, make sure they keep their ball handlers in the game.
It was only 8-3 in that second quarter, and we knew Coach Smith, he told us before the game that this RBS team, they wanted to slow it down, but when you're already down 14 points, like Casey, you just mentioned, going to be tough to do that in the second half, so we'll see what adjustments they make at halftime. They just weren't able to knock down those open shots. They were forcing some turnovers on the defensive side, just couldn't turn them into points on the offensive side. So let's take you through some of the scores from both sides. For the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs, they were led by Bailey Massengale. She had 7 points, but all of those came in the first quarter. 2 points for Claire Fleming and 4 points for Chloe Powles. Only 3 scores from this Lady Bulldog squad. On the other side, everybody who's played except for Threet has scored for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. They were led by Shayla Wood in the first half with 12 points, had 10 of those in the first quarter. 5 points for Allie Amonette, 4 points for Callie Reeder, and then 2 apiece for Kiesling, Lowe, and Tompkins. Good for 27 at the half. They lead it 27-13. Great first quarter. Slowed down a bit in the second. We'll see what they change at halftime to come out in the second half. But leading by 14, got to be pretty happy with where they're at right now. Got a little time left at halftime, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside Pickett County. Well, we will hear from Casey Ludick, a freshman girls golfer who made state this year.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Birdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Birdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Birdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, and we're inside Pickett County now talking with Casey Ludick, a freshman golfer here at Pickett County. Casey, you made state this year as a freshman, and that in and of itself is a pretty phenomenal feat. I just want to start off, what was the feeling like when you finally made state as a freshman? Just kind of take me through the thoughts that were going through your mind.
I was proud of myself. I never thought that I would get that far, but I knew when we got to region that I had a pretty good chance, and had enough confidence built up that I knew that I could place pretty well if I tried.
Now, going through the season, and I guess at the start of the season, did you know that this was going to be a chance to make it to this point, to make it to the state tournament, or was it something that was kind of in the back of your mind and we'll kind of see once we get there type of thing?
I never really talked about it or thought about it, but I didn't know how good the teams were this past year, so I didn't really know what to expect. But as we got into mid-season, I started thinking about it and knew that we had a pretty good chance to qualify for it. So,
What was the experience like going to the state tournament? Obviously, the courses around here might be a little bit different than the course that you played at for that state tournament. It sounds like it was a pretty rainy one as well. So just kind of take me through that experience, what that was like. Was it maybe a little bit more difficult than what you were used to?
it was very much so more difficult. The whole course was just harder. I'm used to playing at Hidden Valley in Livingston, a few minutes from here, and the courses are just totally different. The way they mow their grass, just the whole aspect of it was different. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was very different, and it kind of scared me the first day on the practice round because I didn't know what to expect from it.
Were there a couple things that you might have learned from that experience then that you might be able to use going forward in your golf career?
If I ever get this chance again, I think I'll know more of what to expect, how the greens are, and just the course, period.
How long have you been playing golf?
Since I was 5 or 6 years old, I started kind of getting the hang of it.
And it sounds like you got a swing coach too that's kind of been helping you with lessons and stuff up until this point. Just kind of take me through what that has been like, and when did you start taking it pretty seriously?
Probably seriously 8 years old. He's got this little thing, he just videos my swing and we take it step by step. And I think it helped my swing a lot through the years.
Going forward, how does this build on your confidence to make it back to the state tournament? Is it kind of an expectation now to say, hey, I've done it once, I can do it again?
Yes, I know exactly that, and I know if I done it this year, then I've got a chance to the next 3 years too, so I'm looking forward to that and trying to reach those goals.
And lastly, Casey, is this a goal of yours to maybe play in college or maybe past college as well to play golf?
Yeah, if I get a scholarship, I would definitely consider that.
Casey, we appreciate the time, and congrats on making the state tournament for golf.
Thank you.
That's Casey Ludick with Pickett County, and this is Inside Pickett County. Welcome back here to the Bobcat Den. Pretty cool story right there from Casey Ludick, a freshman golfer on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats golf team who made state this year, and some high expectations for her going into the next few years as well. Quickly, Casey, you got any scores over there from around the Upper Cumberland?
Yeah, we got one final. Clay County takes down Clinton 66-46 on the girls' side. And then halftime score, Cookeville leads York Institute 22-12. Jacob, that's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. back to you.
We start out the second half. A 3-ball from Amonette, no good. It was rebounded by Reeder. She still had it and then got it poked away. So Lady Bulldogs come up with another steal. The other end, Fleming bounces it off to Brianna Thompson. Check that. That was Gracie West. She got fouled on the way up, but was still able to finish through the contact, and she'll be at the line for one shot.
That's going to be Lowe's third foul too. It'll be Coach Smith's got a really important decision to make right here.
So that's a big foul called on Emmy Lowe to start out this second half. Free throw good, and exactly what the doctor ordered for this RBS team. Stop the clock, get some points on the board, and get a third foul on the best player on the other team. 7.5 to play now in the third. PC leading 27-16. A 3-ball from Reeder, top of the key. That one rims out, no good. Rebounded by Wood, who goes up, and she knocks it down.
Shayla Wood got in there, got position, went sky high for the rebound. Is able to get 2 points for her team. Great rebound, great score.
Shayla Wood has 14 points in this contest so far. It's 29-16 and just a minute into the third quarter. Powell shot fake and penetrate across the lane, and we'll kick it over to Massengale. She'll get it back in the corner. Massengale make that Powell, bring it towards the top of the perimeter. Will pass off to Massengale. In the corner it goes to Marshall. On the left side, drives in middle of the lane. Kick out, Powell, top of the key. Hand off to Fleming, and we'll reset the offense with 6:48 to play in the third. Fleming has it, top of the key, dribbling with the right hand, gets a screen. Now she'll try a triple. That one off the back iron and no good. Rebounded by Amonette the other way. She goes with it. 6.5 to play in the third. Pass off Wood, top of the key. Wood handling the basketball. Coach Smith directing traffic. And now they'll start the offense. In the corner it goes to Reeder. She'll try another triple. That one goes nothing but nylon. How about that? Just missed it from the top of the key. Tries it again, gets it to go.
If she can step out and make that shot consistently this season, it's gonna create a lot of matchup problems for teams.
32-16 after the 3 by the freshman. The right side it goes for Powell. She'll try to answer. That one's off the back iron and no good. Rebounded up ahead. It goes to Kiesling at the basket. Too hard off the window. And the Lady Bulldogs get away with one in transition there. Now they've got the ball back. Fleming has it on the right wing. Fleming crosses over, drives in, kick out Powell. She'll try it again from the right side. That one no good again. Rebounded by Wood. Pickett County with it. Shayla Wood to the basket. Kick it out to Lowe. Will fake a 3. Drive in. Got bumped. And it's going to be a foul call on the Lady Bulldogs. They're going to tag Gracie West with it. That's her first.
One thing I noticed tonight, Jacob, second shots are very limited by Red Bowling Springs. They get one shot up, really great box out by the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, really limited second shots.
Ever since that Livingston game where that was kind of the focus in practice, those rebounds, they've done a really nice job of it. Wood can't get it to go down low. Another offensive rebound. Low no good on the second attempt, and rebound is cleared away by Red Boiling Springs. There's Fleming at the other end to the basket, puts it up high off the glass. It's no good. It's last touched by the Bulldogs. And Pickett County will get the ball back going the other way. 32-16, they've doubled up the Lady Bulldogs, and now some full court pressure. Lowe dribbling through, passing through, finds Amonette in the front court. Off to Wood, fires the triple and knocks it down from the right side. Shayla Wood is having herself a game right now.
She's feeling it.
Shayla Wood scored 20 points, had 10 rebounds against Livingston. That was probably her best game so far this season, but she might be rivaling that here in this one. 35-16. At the other end, Bulldogs with the basketball. Top of the key for Massengale. Moves it left side of the hands of Powell. Shot fake, drive in on the left side. Pulls it back out to Massengale and now penetrates to the basket and got bumped by Emmy Lowe, who just picked up her 4th foul. So Emmy Lowe, the freshman point guard for this Pickett County team, picks up her 4th foul with 4:45 to play in the third quarter, and now Coach Smith will take her out. So Emmy Lowe going to be out for the foreseeable future in this ball game.
And we've talked all preseason about, needing younger players to step up. Right now is going to be one of those times, Jacob.
Marshall has it, and it's stolen away by the senior. Wood in transition on the fast break, pulls up, lets it fly, missed it, and nobody was there to clean it up. She thought somebody was behind her. So back the other way, Red Boiling Springs with it. We've seen a lot of missed transition buckets from this Pickett County team. They're leading by a lot, 35-16, but it could be a lot more. Here's another block by Reeder, and then a foul by Red Boiling Springs on the rebound attempt. Kennedy Marshall going to be tagged with it. That's her second. And the team second. 4:18 to play in the third, but Reeder, another great defensive play.
Yeah, she's creating havoc down in there inside for Red Bowling Springs, just not able to get shots up without contesting them.
So Amonette's going to have the ball handling duties for this Pickett County team now, with Lowe on the bench with 4 fouls. Wood looking down low for Reeder. A good touch pass out to Tompkins, high post. Will kick it back out to Kiesling. In and out, no good on the 3-point attempt. Rebound fought for, out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. That was a pretty play run down there and got an open look by Kiesling, just couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, Reeder and KT play well together. They can pass well inside. They found an open player out there on the perimeter. Kiesling will knock down that shot most of the time.
Well, Reeder down low, going to work, can't get the finish. Red Boiling Springs in transition. Fleming at the other side, spins around into Tompkins, and Tompkins altered the shot. So if Reeder doesn't get the block, Tompkins is there. Now Reeder at the other end can't get it to go again with the bunny from the right side. And that's going to bring in another sub. That's going to be Kylie Aaron, who's going to check in at the next dead ball. Here's a pass down low, and reaching in was Tompkins. Was straight up and then came down with the left hand. She's going to be tagged with the foul. And that's going to send Brianna Thompson to the line.
Coach Smith's a little disappointed over there, Jacob. They've missed a lot of transition buckets, a lot of layups around the rim.
So at the line, Brianna Thompson cannot connect on the first free throw. You mentioned it, they're missing a lot of bunnies, but still leading 35-16, so playing good defense, just haven't been able to turn the turnovers into any offense. No good from the free throw line again, 0 for 2 from the stripe, that time from Thompson. Wood brings it up the court for Pickett County now with 3:23 on the clock in the third. 35-16, Lady Bobcats lead. Wood, little ISO action, will drive in, pull up from 10 feet. Too hard off the window, rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. Green will bring it up. Green with her head up, finds Powell in transition. Off to Massengale, penetrates. And she got fouled by Kylie Aaron. And Coach Smith not even standing up, just screaming out, "Get your hands off."
Yeah, officials are tightening it up. Hand checks going to the basket. They've called that pretty consistently all game.
So Kylie Aaron gets tagged with her first. It's the team's fourth here in the second half. Still 3:04 to play in the third quarter. Looking down low for a pass, they find Thompson. Thompson, opposite block, it goes to Massengale, blocked by Aaron, but they're going to call the foul on Kylie Aaron, and she just picked up her second foul. So exactly what we talked about with Coach Smith before the game was foul trouble. They're starting to get into it quite a bit here in the third.
Yeah, they're going to check Reeder back in right here. Got to play without fouling.
So Massengale will go to the line, and she'll rattle that one in. She uses all the iron to get it to fall. Massengale with her first point since the first quarter, had 7 of them in the first. Finally breaks the cold streak at the line, knocks down both free throws. She's got 9, makes it 35-18. 2:53 remains here in the third. As Kylie Aaron checked back out, has quickly picked up 2 fouls coming off the bench, coming in for some players with foul trouble for Pickett County. That'll bring Reeder back in. Wood has it, looking down low for Reeder. Got the ball poked out, but got it back. Kiesling on the left wing, crosses over, will move it into the hands of Wood. Top of the key, looking down low for Tompkins. Lost the handle, threw it back in bounds, but then out of bounds here on the near sideline, and a turnover by Pickett County. Will give the ball back to the Lady Bulldogs yet again. So that's going to be the talk in practice coming up tomorrow. Taking care of the basketball and a lot of layups for this Pickett County team.
We know they can hit them. We've watched them do that drill where they score 151 buckets in about 5 minutes. So they've got the ability to do it. Probably work on that quite a bit tomorrow in practice.
Well, Fleming couldn't get the 3 to go. Here's another transition bucket. This time it goes down. Kiesling took the contact, got it to fall, and she'll be at the line. Good pass as well from Tompkins from the right block to the open Kiesling on the left block. Made it 37-18. The foul was called on Chloe Powell. That is her first. And it sends Kiesling to the line for a bonus free throw. Can't get it to fall. We'll fight for the rebound, and Green will come up with it for Red Boiling Springs. Kiesling only with 4 points in this ball game so far. Couldn't make it 5. 2 minutes remain here in the third, 37-18. Lady Bulldogs with the basketball on the right wing, driving in, kicking out to Hicks. Hicks thought about the 3, doesn't take it, gets it inside, down low to Thompson. It's blocked away by Reeder again. Pickett County on the break. Kiesling has it at the half-court line. Up to Wood on the right wing. She'll slow it up and pull it back out near the logo and set up the offense. Under 2 to play. Moving it left wing for Amonette. Amonette couldn't get it to Tompkins down low. Now Tompkins does find it, lost the handle on it, diving on the ground for it, and they're going to say she got fouled in the process by the Lady Bulldogs.
Really like that play right there. Reeder catches it right at the free throw line. Tompkins is able to move her girl up the lane enough to give her a chance to lob it over to her. A little long on the pass. She had trouble getting it, but got fouled on the loose ball.
On the trigger, they inbound to Wood, who will set up the offense at the logo. It's 37-18. In the corner, it goes to Reeder. Skip it all the way back to Amonette, who will fake a 3, tap the key, drive it with the right hand to the right side, and pull it back out on the Bobcats logo there right in front of the bench. I'll race out the offense again. Coach Smith barking out instructions. They're almost in a spread out 5 wide sets, kind of at the end of a half. And now they'll go into a motion offense. Tompkins, top the key, it goes to Amonette. They might try to waste some time again here to get that final shot. Amonette out near half court, dribbling the ball around, makes her defender fall, kicks it out to Wood, and they'll just waste some time again. Good dribbling there by Amonette, though.
Yeah, she had the crowd wooed on that. It made her defender completely fall down.
She did well to not take the bait and take the shot afterwards, though. 35 seconds remain here. Pickett County still dribbling around. Coach Smith kind of talking to the referee there, making sure she's getting enough separation to not get that 5-second call. Now they're just going to back off and let them have the last shot. 20 seconds and counting. Now a double will come to Wood. Pass it off to Kiesling on the wing. Wood still buying some time with 14 seconds. Now might start the play as she picks up her dribble. To Kiesling. She'll take the triple. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Out of bounds. Going to stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. 5.5 seconds on the clock. And Emmy Lowe is going to come in with 5 seconds on the clock. She's playing with 4 fouls. She's going to trigger this one. Lowe looking to get it in. Inbounds to Wood. Wood on the right block, puts up the shot, gets it to fall with 1 second on the clock, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Good inbound to Wood. Wood is able to get the turnaround jumper to go. Makes it 39-18 at the end of 3. Good play run there by the Bobcats, and they've got the lead as we head to the 4th. That's coming up next on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
So we get ready to start the 4th quarter with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats leading 39-18 here at home against the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs in first district action for both teams. It's a 3-ball from the left wing, no good, but Fleming, the weak side rebound, goes back up and gets her 4th point of the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. Makes it just a 14, make that 19-point advantage for Pickett County. Shayla Wood with it. Callie Reeder now in the right corner. We'll skip it all the way over to Kiesling. That was a dangerous pass. They're just trying to move the ball around and really spreading the court out well here. And especially with Reeder knocking down some threes, going to make it a little harder for that defense. But it's a turnover as they tried to force a pass to the low post. Powell with it. Pass off to Marshall. Takes the 15-foot jump shot. That ball was halfway down but couldn't fall. Bounced out. Pickett County clears away the rebound. Wood splits the double team, puts up the shot off the window, and she's got 21 of them.
Shayla Wood's got excellent body control. Once she gets up in the air, she controls her body, avoids the contact. Great shot.
And a 3-ball on the other end for Massengale goes down. She's got 12 points now, and she's into double figures. On the other side for Shayla Wood, that is a season-high 21 points. previous was 20 against Livingston. Here's a foul by Fleming. She just picked up her third, but here in the fourth quarter, not quite a big a deal. 6:43 remain. Chloe Powell going to check out as Josie Green checks back in for Red Boiling Springs. Pickett County going to inbound the basketball to the backcourt. Mind you, Emmy Lowe still on the bench with those 4 fouls. Did come in at the end of the third quarter with 5 seconds to play to trigger the inbound and was able to get an assist out of it as she found Shayla Wood, who found the bucket. Here's Reeder, tried to throw it inside again, and another turnover from the top of the key by Pickett County. It's going to be one of the main things they focus on. Yes, the turnovers, but also from that high post to the low post. That's where a lot of them are coming from. There's a 3-ball from the corner from Red Boiling Springs. Isn't going to fall. Pickett County in transition now with Aminette on the left wing. Pulls it out to Wood, top of the key. 6:05 to play in the ball game. They lead it 41-23. Skip it all the way over to KT in the corner. Tompkins looking around, driving in left baseline. We'll skip it over to Reeder. Tries a triple from the right side. Off the back iron, no good. Tell you what, though, she's got a really nice-looking shot from downtown.
Yeah, she's got a good-looking stroke. If she can knock those down, again, it's going to create some huge matchup problems a little later in the season.
Green fakes a 3, drives in, tried the attempt from 14 feet instead. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound was loose, and Fleming has it. She'll try the floater in the lane. That one doesn't fall, and rebounded by Aminette. She'll clear it away across the timeline. Pulls up, pass off to Reeder. Here's Wood on the left wing with 5:25 on the clock. Pickett County leading 41-23. Wood between the legs, pulls it back out towards the logo and sets up the offense. Now drifts towards the right side, fakes the 3. She picks up her dribble. Green kind of gets into her, trying to poke the ball away, and a little too physical. Is going to be tagged with her second foul. So Emmy Lowe going to check in here for Pickett County and going to give Kaylee Tompkins a little bit of a rest. Emmy Lowe playing with 4 fouls. But Pickett County leading 41-23, and they've been playing without Emmy for quite some time, especially in that third quarter. 5:07 to play in this ball game. Here's Aminette, top of the key, and a quick timeout call taken by Coach Smith. He didn't like the way that play started, so he's going to call a timeout and have a talking to with his freshman point guard. Going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. 41-23 the score. Pickett County leads with 5:03 to play in the ball game. We're back after this.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Well, a quick minute timeout for both sides as they ran a whole play there. It turned into a jump ball, and the possession going to stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. Emmy Lowe to trigger. Inbound to Kiesling, left open, lets it fly, can't get it to fall from downtown, and rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs on the left side. Back the other way, Fleming with it. Driving in, kicking it out, over to Green on the left side. She'll try the triple. That one's no good off the front iron, but rebounded by Red Boiling Springs initially. Poked out of bounds, last touch by the Bobcats. Coach Smith didn't agree with that call. Throws his hands up in the air and just shouts out, "What?" But nonetheless, the Lady Bulldogs going to have it. They inbound to Powell, will find Green top of the key and set up the offense. Green penetrates, pulls it out, pass off to Marshall, taking it to the basket. She can't get it to fall. Shayla Wood with it for Pickett County at the other end, pulls it back out. Fleming, check that, Massengale comes out to her, going for the steal. Not going to come up with it, but she does come up with the foul. It's going to be the 7th team foul on the Lady Bulldogs, so that's going to send the senior to the line, who's already got a season-high 21 points and a chance to add to it. The front end of the free throws is good. So 22 now for the senior, makes it 42-23. She's got over half of Pickett County's points in this game. Most of those came in the first quarter. She had 10 of them. Knocks down the free throw again.
She's showing a lot of leadership tonight. She's had to put the team on her back and pick up some of the scoring slack with our foul trouble. She's done a really nice job.
Especially with Emmy Lowe on the bench for a lot of the third quarter. Lowe playing right now, but has not scored a whole lot in this game. She's only got 2 points. At the other end, Lady Bulldogs with the basketball down by 20 now. Green trying to cut into it with a 3. Can't get it to fall as it ricochets off the back iron and corralled in by Amonette. Across the timeline, Emmy Lowe will set up the offense for Pickett County with 3:50 on the clock. Lowe has it, top of the key, looking for the back screen to Wood. Now we'll pass it over to Wood as she bounced out along the right wing. Back cut by Lowe. Lowe will come out to get the basketball out at half court. Lowe drifts towards the right side with 3:34 on the clock. Leading by 20 are the Bobcats. Seen a lot in this ball game. They're just kind of trying different stuff, especially with that comfortable lead. They're playing good enough defense to give them the opportunity to do this, but we've also seen a lot of turnovers in the stuff that they're trying to run. You can tell they ran the play wrong that time because Coach Smith kind of jumping up and down, not happy with what he's seen, but we've mentioned it multiple times this season. He's coaching hard no matter what the score is on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they had Reeder down inside. Just couldn't get her the ball. He's a little frustrated. Couldn't get the entry pass down in there to her.
Well, they get it to Shayla Wood on the right baseline. It was posting up on Green, and Green is tagged with her 3rd foul. It'll be the 8th team foul. It'll be 1 in bonus coming up for Shayla Wood yet again, who is 4 of 4 from the stripe so far tonight. The senior going to have another chance for 1 in bonus. The front end, again, is having herself a game. 19 points entering the quarter. Already 5 here in the quarter, and make it 6. There she goes, nothing but net on the second free throw. Now 6 of 6 from the stripe. It's 45-23 with 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Left wing for the Lady Bulldogs. Top of the key it goes to a newly checked in player. That's Emma Woodcock with it. There's a shot coming from Marshall. In and out, no good. Rebounded by who else than Shayla Wood. She'll lead the break now. Pull it back out and slow up the offense and try to set it up with 2:40 on the clock. Don't forget, we'll have the boys game coming up next. Red Boiling Springs struggled last year, but 2-5 this year. And Coach Amonette said they're probably the most improved team in Middle Tennessee. Here's a foul by Callie Reeder at the other end. She's going to pick up her 2nd foul, and it'll be the 6th team foul on Pickett County. So not into the bonus yet are the Lady Bulldogs. 2:27 to play in this one. Pickett County leading 45-23. Fleming going to take the top of the key 3 and finally knock it down. He's taking a few of those in this game, and Coach Smith talked about not the strongest shooter from downtown, but was able to confidently step up and knock it down that time.
If she can consistently hit that shot this season, it's going to make RBS a much, much better team.
Here's Amonette down low in the post. She'll spin around, put up the shot, couldn't get it to fall. Reeder finds the rebound. She went back up, and she got fouled, and she'll be at the line. Not too many times we can see Amonette down in the low post, but had a nice little move. Rebounded by Reeder. As Marshall tagged with the foul, sends Reeder to the line for 2 freebies with 1:59 on the clock, and Reeder connects on the first free throw.
This team's worked on free throws. You can tell, knocking these down in the 4th quarter. We're going to need that in the game down the road somewhere.
Second free throw off the mark, but rebounded by Kiesling. Pickett County still going to have the basketball. You mentioned those free throws really ever since that Monterey game where, man, did they struggle. They won the game pretty easily, but they went 16 of 31 from the line. Ever since then, it's gotten much better. Here's an Amonette triple from the top of the key. That one's off the mark. Rebound loose, picked up by the Lady Bulldogs. It's so fun watching Coach Smith because there's a minute 30 left in this game. They lead by 20, and he's still fretting over a rebound that they could have had there on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Coach Smith, he coaches hard every possession regardless of score, no doubt.
You watch him at the start of the game. He's got the tie on. He's got the button on his button up at the top, buttoned, as Reeder gets the 2-pointer to go down low. By the end of the game, the tie is halfway down. The top button is down, and that second button is close to being unbuttoned as well. It's always a lot of fun to watch Coach Smith coach the game of basketball. Minute 05 on the clock. It's 48-26. Green will take a triple from the right side. She'll get it to fall. Josie Green from downtown finally gets in the scorebook. Under a minute to play in this one. Pickett County leading 48-29, and it's pretty much been comfortable for them the whole game. They led 19-10 after the first quarter. That was the most competitive quarter, as that was the most points scored in the quarter for Red Boiling Springs. They've got 9 in this quarter right now. Check that, 11. They only scored 3 and then 5 more in the second and third quarter, respectively. It was just a struggle offensively for them in this game.
Yeah, just couldn't figure out a way to get the ball in the hole. It's unfortunate. I think foul issues had a little part in that, as they had to reshuffle who's going to handle the ball a lot for them.
15 seconds remain here on the clock in County, and Pickett County just moving the basketball around. So they're going to improve to 8-1 and, more importantly, 1-0 in District 7 play. Just dribbling the ball around with 3 seconds on the clock, and that'll be it. 48-29, the final score in this one. Pickett County Lady Bobcats improve to 8-1 on the season and hand the first loss of the season to the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs. 48-29, the final score. We'll take a short break, come back, break it down for you. The other side of this break.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Welcome back here to the Bobcat Den on the post-game report of the girls' game, brought to you by Union Bank. Pickett County wins this one 48-29. They improve to 8-1 on the season, and I mentioned it, more importantly, 1-0 in district play. Casey, it was pretty much domination from the start to finish for this Lady Bobcat squad.
Yeah, we talked about some of the keys pregame. Get the ball into the hands of Pickett County playmakers. Shayla Wood had herself one heck of a ball game. Able to get to the rim basically when she wanted to. Really great body control as she's taking contact down low. Is able to she's physical enough, she's strong enough, she can manage her body enough to get around that contact, get to the rim and finish. Also thought Reeder had a fantastic game. While she may not have scored a lot of points, she was certainly a difference maker down low as she altered shots all night long. Just would not allow Red Bull and Springs to get in there and get the stuff that they wanted. So she created a lot of issues for them there. Also, she was a monster on the boards, Jacob. Cleared a lot of boards. Quite frankly, Pickett County all over the court tonight. Box out was one of the key things that I thought they did superlatively tonight. Probably an area that they want to work on is, as we mentioned during the broadcast, got to take a little bit better care of the basketball. Got to finish layups.
Let's bring you the final stats from both sides for the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs. They fall to 6-1 on the season and 0-1 in District 7 play. Their leading scorer was Bailey Massengale, who put up 12 points in the contest. 7 for Claire Fleming, 3 for Josie Green and Gracie West, and 4 for Chloe Powell. On the other side, for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, they improved to 8-1 and 1-0 in District 7 play. They were led by a season-high 25 points from the senior Shayla Wood. And we mentioned Callie Reeder, great on the defensive side of the ball. She was also the second leading scorer for the Lady Bobcats with 10 points, the only other player in double figures for Pickett County tonight. 5 points for Allie Amonette, 4 for Ella Kiesling, 2 apiece for Emmy Lowe and Kaylee Tompkins. 48-29 the final score. Lady Bobcats win this one. We'll take a short break, come back and preview the boys game for you as they get set to play here coming up in about 11 minutes. That's coming up next on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here on the pregame report of the boys game. The Pickett County Bobcats 5-1 on the season, getting set to host the Red Boiling Springs Bulldogs 2-5 on the season. But this is a much different Bulldogs team. This is a Bulldogs team. They went 0-25 last year, winless. But talking to Coach Amonette, he thinks they're the most improved team in Middle Tennessee. They brought in a transfer. They've had a couple of guys who got a lot of experience last year and are playing a lot better basketball this year to start the season.
Yeah, some of Casey's keys to the game for Red Boiling Springs, Jacob. You know, they're only averaging 38 points a game. Pickett's averaging close to 70. Red Boiling Springs, they've got to figure out ways to slow Pickett County down, take away their energy and their quickness, long possessions that end in a shot attempt and not turnovers. Secondly, they can't allow Pickett County shooters to take open shots. They've got to contest those jump shooters and force them into a shot that they're not as comfy with. They've also got to protect the glass. They can't allow second and third shots. They've got to limit it to one shot on each possession. Those are some of the key takeaways tonight for Red Boiling Springs.
For Pickett County, it's somewhat of a trap game for them, I guess you could say. Most people expect them to win this ball game, and we'll hear from Coach Amonette in a little bit about that. But what do you have? What do you expect to see from them tonight?
Yeah, I think they continue to try to be the best version of themselves and fine-tune the car. On paper, Pickett's a much more capable team. Does that show up on the court tonight? So I think they can't get caught up in looking ahead to the next game. I think they got to bring energy. They got to bring some passion here. They want to try to get the crowd involved early. They've got to continue to build on that team chemistry. And lastly, they got to play smart. They don't want to get into foul trouble. Those are the key takeaways tonight for Pickett County.
Well, they're coming off their best win of the season over a good Cannon County team. Complete domination from start to finish. They're going to try to keep that going here to start off district play against Red Boiling Springs. Coming up here next, we're going to hear from the freshman Jacob Amonette and his hot start to the season. That's right here on UC Sports Nation. Coming up right after this.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with freshman Jacob Amonette. Jacob, coming off a big win over a good Cannon County team the other night. Final score 83-64. A game you guys hit 16 triples in, hit 12 of them in the first half. You were a part of that as well. What's so fun playing in this offense here at Pickett County?
we have been moving the ball pretty well, but tonight we had 20 assists at the end of the game, and we just moved the ball extremely well, and we're excited when other people were knocking shots down.
Do you guys kind of see a zone and you just think, all right, it's time to feast on these ones, or is it just, it doesn't matter what defense is out there, you guys are ready to feast on it?
Well, when we see a zone, we know we have 4 shooters out on the floor sometimes, so we know they can't guard all of us, so someone's going to be open.
What's it say about this team? Any given night, any one of you guys can score in double figures. You scored in double figures along with 3 other guys the other night against Cannon County. How good is it to feel that, you know, you can score double figures, but everybody just wants to win?
It's like there's no pressure. You always have those other guys on your team that's always got your back and can perform that night.
Next up, Jacob, you got to get ready for your first district game, and your first game as a freshman as well. You get to play here at home against the Red Boiling Springs team that you guys have beaten down pretty badly in recent years, but it's a new year. You're getting to face them for the first time. Has Coach said anything about them yet? What you guys are going to be working on in practice to get ready for them?
They were young last year, but they've gotten older, so we know they're going to be better. We focus on getting better every single day.
That's Jacob Manette, freshman, Pickett County Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, talking with head coach Joseph Amonette of the Pickett County Bobcats. Coach, really strong win for you guys over Cannon County on Friday, and I kind of named it as domination. I mean, you guys did pretty much everything right from our perspective. You mentioned 20 assists to us after the game, 16 triples in the game, and took on a pretty high-powered offense and held them to only 64 points. What were your thoughts on the game? What did you like from the team?
I thought it was our best game of the year. Everybody's going to talk about the 16 threes that we hit. I think we hit 11 maybe or 12 in the first half. But really the 2 things that I was most pleased about were we had 20 assists and the ball moved phenomenally. And then the other thing that I was, from a team standpoint, that I was really excited about was how much joy we shared, and the fact is how we celebrated our teammates' success. You saw kids that weren't making shots celebrating like they made them. And then you get kids like, I thought Hunter Wattenberger did a phenomenal job defensively on a kid scoring a lot of points, and I thought he just shut him down. I know the kid ended up getting 33 points, but it was because they left him in the game. But I thought Hunter did a phenomenal job. I thought we did, we took charges. I thought we just defensively, I thought we did a phenomenal job, and I thought it started with Hunter.
With such a veteran squad, you kind of know what you're going to get from this team. I mean, 6 games in, how do you feel that they're playing? I mean, with the expectations of that they're supposed to be good, do you think they're still progressing in a positive way?
Oh, I think so. I think we're a long way from playing our best basketball. We've got a lot of room to grow and to continue to get better as a team. And kind of our philosophy is, are we better than we were yesterday? And I think we've just got an opportunity to get lots better throughout the season.
I kind of want to talk about your son, but your younger son, Jacob Amonette. We got the chance to talk to him after the game against Cannon County. He's been playing really well, especially in the last few games, and he's kind of filling the void that Slade left last year, being the senior last year. What are your thoughts on how he's played to start this season, and especially here in the recent few games?
I think Jacob's had a tremendous start to his high school career, his freshman year. He's. And I've kind of jerked him around a little bit, and what I mean by that is, he is literally having to play every position, and the seniors, I'm not asking them to do that as much, but I've asked him to play every position, and just like the other night against Cannon County, I think he had 14 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds, and only turned it over 1 time. So I think he's playing really, really well. And that's what's a little bit unusual about our team is I'm kind of asking Eli Reagan to do a little bit of the same thing. Those two guys are kind of floaters and asking them to play a lot of positions. And that's what makes us special is I've got a freshman like Jacob that can do it and one like Eli that can step in any position.
I think one of the things that stood out to us was kind of his toughness. He came in when Hunter got maybe a little bit tired defensively on Davenport, and he seemed like he played pretty well. As he's always kind of been in that role where he's still going to take the challenge no matter who the player is, especially defensively.
Absolutely. Jacob is a really good defender. A lot of people don't know that because he's a freshman, but to give Hunter a little bit of a break when he got 2 fouls, I was able to put Jacob on Davenport, and Davenport's got 6 inches on him. He drew a charge. He stopped him a couple of times, and Jacob gives us what we're unusual for a single A team. When Jacob's in the game, we can put 4 kids on the floor that can all defend, can all dribble, and can all shoot, and that makes us pretty dangerous.
Well, we got Red Bowling Springs tonight, first district game, and this is a much different Bulldogs team. Beat them pretty handily last year, but that was a really young team. What do you know about them this year? What do you expect to see from them, and how have they kind of gotten better, at least in the start of this season in their 2 wins?
Probably the most improved team in Middle Tennessee would be Red Bowling Springs. They had a kid transfer in from out of state that has helped them a lot. They're a lot more mature. And they had a lot of young players that got a lot of minutes last year. They play well. They shoot the ball well. They share the ball offensively really, really well. And then they play hard, and they know how to play. They're a team that is going to upset some people this year, and they're much improved. It's not anywhere close. I would say they're a 40-point better team than they were a year ago.
What do you want to see your team do well in a game that you guys are expected to win? And I guess on top of that, what's kind of the message to the team that you can't come out flat? This is a much different Red Bowling Springs team.
I think with us, it's a conference game. We don't have to get up for conference games. If we're going to, when you start the season, you talk about expectations, and our expectations is to be the very best we can be. And tonight's our opportunity to try to be the very best team in the conference that we can be.
Head coach Joseph Amonette with Pickett County Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment. And we'll be back right now. Is always great to catch up with Coach Amonette, and a little bit long that time, but he always has a lot of good stuff to say, so I wanted to make sure we were able to get that one out on there. But this one going to be fun here tonight. A rejuvenated Red Bowling Springs Bulldog squad who's already got more wins than all of last season. They've already won 2 games this year as they took down Mount Juliet Christian and Westmoreland early on in the season, 36-29 and 59-50. For the Pickett County Bobcats, 5-1. The beat rolls on for them. This is their first district game. You just heard from Coach Amonette. He doesn't expect them to come out flat. It's a district game. They know what that means. They want to win this district this year. What are you expecting to see from them?
Yeah, I expect really high energy, really a lot of all over the floor, trying to create as much chaos as they can, playing under control. Look for the 3 ball, Jacob. I think we might rain down some threes here tonight.
Let's bring you the starters from both sides for the Bulldogs. 2-5 on the season. Their head coach is Andrew Mullenix. They look like this. Number 1 is Chris Hackney. Number 5, Colton Kopus. 21, Zach Carter. 34, Maxie Wilson. And 12 is Riley Thompson. On the other side for the Pickett County Bobcats, same first 4, Will Amonette, Zach Amonette, Caleb Lohorn, and Hunter Wattenbarger. And Heath Wattenbarger going to get the starting spot in this one. And we've seen throughout this season it's been between Heath and Jacob Amonette, and it really just depends on what the other team is going to throw out there matchup-wise. Coach Amonette likes Heath out there to start out this ball game. Of course, we're going to see a lot of Jacob Amonette in this game as well, and you just heard from Coach saying that he plays almost every position in this one, so he'll come in at some point. The referees, same referees as the first game. We're just about underway from Byrdstown. The tip is up and we're underway. Lohorn wins it for the Pickett County Bobcats. They'll start off with the first offensive possession. In the middle of the zone for Pickett County is Wattenbarger. Tip it left wing for Hunter. Hunter skips it back to Will Amonette, top of the key. Fires away the triple off the back iron, no good. Lohorn the offensive rebound. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger, left baseline. He traveled with the basketball, and that's going to be an early turnover by Hunter Wattenbarger from the left side.
Already we're seeing the glue. We're seeing the glue, Jacob.
Lohorn has been great so far for Pickett County this season. Gets the offensive rebound right there, but Bulldogs with the basketball. This is Carter with it, top of the key. Will bounce it off, good pass down low. Now we'll kick it out into the corner for Kopus. Kopus on the right wing, picks up his dribble, being guarded by Wattenbarger. Will now pass off and find Hackney in the corner. Hackney will fake right, drive left, lost the handle, give it back to Kopus, top of the key. Will drive in on the right baseline. It goes to Wilson. Give it back to Hackney, top of the key, gets a screen, ball's almost stolen away. We'll find Wilson in the corner, fakes a three, drives in on Lowhorn, almost got it stolen away again. Great defense here by Pickett County, but Red Boiling Springs handling the pressure, moving the ball around, just haven't been able to even look at the basket to get a shot up.
You know, we talked about pregame, you know, they're going to try to milk as much out of each possession as they can.
And there's a block by Heath Wattenbarger. He'll lead the fast break. Pass off to Will Amonette. Kick it out to Zach on the right wing. We'll fake it three. Nice job by Will Amonette. Almost ran straight into a charge, but was able to get out of it. Lowhorn in the low post. Kick out to Will Amonette for a triple. In and out, no good, but Wattenbarger the rebound on the weak side. Give it back to Will, over to Zach on the left side. Looks down low. Now we'll find Lowhorn down low. Outside to Will Amonette in the corner, goes to Hunter Wattenbarger. Will fake it three, drive into the basket, kick it out to Zach. Three ball from the left wing, that one off the mark, no good. And we're still scoreless here, almost 2 minutes into the ball game. 0-0, Bulldogs with the basketball. This is just the third possession of the ball game. There's 6:05 to play. Almost a steal by Wattenbarger at the top of the key. Pokes it out of bounds, and RBS will keep it on the far sideline. So going over to trigger it will be Colton Copas. He'll inbound in the front court to Hackney. Hackney on the right side, drives to that right side, picks up his dribble. Pass off to Riley Thompson. Thompson at the free throw line. He came to a jump stop but shuffled his feet in the process, and that'll be a travel on Thompson and a turnover by the Bulldogs. 5:55 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats with the basketball, looking at a 2-3 zone. On the left wing, it goes to Wattenbarger, in the corner to Will Amonette. Will will find Heath. Heath will give it back to Will on the wing. We'll find Zach top of the key, jabs right, drives left, finds Hunter on the right side for a three ball. Didn't get a good release on it. It hit the backboard on the right side of the rim and careened into the hands of the Bulldogs. 5.5 to play in the first. It's still scoreless. A very much different start than they had against Cannon County, where they hit 12 threes in the first half. Here's a left wing pass into the hands of Carter. Carter will find Hackney on the left side. Hackney being guarded by Will Amonette, and Will Amonette going to be tagged with a foul as he kind of got into the chest of Hackney, and a nice job by Hackney to kind of draw the contact there as well.
Yeah, he's able to pick up the foul right there. Will's got to play a little bit smarter right there against the ball handler.
Hackney and Copas, the two sophomores starting. And another foul call on Will Amonette just like that. Hackney was driving in on him. Will Amonette thought he was in good guarding position, but they're going to tag the foul on him. That's going to bring in Jacob Amonette for the first time. So Will Amonette going to take a rest on the bench. And Will Amonette just got teed up for his third foul. He was saying something to the referee on the far sideline. Coach Amonette asking what he said and what happened. He doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, he's walking over to the bench. He's already down to the end of the bench before they call a technical foul.
And I think Coach Amonette is saying that Will was saying something to him, to Coach, and the referee thought he was saying it to him and didn't like it. So he just gets tagged with his third foul, and it's a technical, so it means 2 free throws for Colton Copas at the line, knocks down the first, and it's 1-0. So that's not exactly the start you're looking for the Bobcats. You're down 2-0, and your point guard has 3 fouls with 5:05 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little adversity here. Let's see how the Bobcats respond.
So the Bulldogs will have the basketball. They lead by 2 after the 2 good free throws by Copas. The referee going to go to the far sideline, give the explanation to why the T was called on Will Amonette. So Will Amonette picks up his third foul, and they're saying that, still talking it over with Coach Amonette, the Bulldogs crowd wants him to get the ball game going. Coach Amonette just trying to get an explanation because he wasn't sure why the T was called.
Yeah, he deserves that explanation.
And they're having a long discussion here. And they're still going to talk it over. So they're going to talk it over now. So the referee that called the T gave his explanation to a different referee, went over to Coach Amonette to give the explanation, and now he's going to go back to the original referee who called the T and still have some conversation with Coach Amonette.
Yeah, he's the crew chief. He's going over there to give Coach Amonette an explanation.
Still talking it over with him. And now the assistant coaches too, and still haven't started the ball game. Players just chilling down on the court. The Bulldogs fans trying to get into it. And now we're finally ready to go. So lengthy discussion. And it's still going to be Bulldogs basketball. Top of the key for Hackney. Hackney between the legs, handoff Kopus. Kopus drives into the basket, got it stolen away, and a foul is called on Pickett County. Foul called on Heath Wattenbarger. That'll be his first.
So I think what's happened here is because the player was over in the bench area, that's an indirect technical to Joseph, or Coach Amonette is going to have to stay seated for the rest of the game.
So technical foul on, you mentioned it, on Pickett County. There's a travel by Zach Carter. That'll be a turnover. Pickett County will have the basketball. That's going to be tough for Coach Amonette. He likes to get up, walk around, and coach on his feet. So that's going to be tough for him to sit down and sit on the bench and coach.
Yeah, it's not easy to sit down if you're a coach that's got a lot of passion, a lot of fire, that's for sure.
So it's a 2-0 ball game, 4:41 to play in the first. Lowhorn down low is blocked from behind by Hackney. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Pickett County underneath the basket. If you're the Bulldogs, this is exactly what you wanted to start out the ball game.
You got a slow-paced game. You've got their point guard with 3 fouls right out, with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Exactly where they want to be.
Zach Amonette left open on the right wing, lets it fly, knocks it down, and the Bobcats are on top by 1. Well, we wondered how Pickett County, how do you respond to the adversity? Here's a steal by Jacob Amonette. He gets fouled, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. So that's how you respond. And Jacob Amonette going to be at the line for 2 free throws. Foul called on Red Boiling Springs. That'll be on Chris Hackney, his first. It sends the freshman to the line. Jacob Amonette has been playing very good basketball the last 3 games. On the season now, he's averaging 10.5 points. He had 14 against Cannon County, hit 2 triples in that game. He finds his first point right there from the free throw line. It's 4-2 with 4:21 to play in the first. Amonette good on both of them. Full court pressure here from Pickett County. Red Boiling Springs just dribbling around, a little bit of a 1-1-2-1 look, I guess you could call it. They get it across the timeline into a trap. It's thrown off the foot of Wattenbarger and out of bounds, and a smart play there by Riley Thompson to throw it off the foot of Wattenbarger and out of bounds, so they'll keep it here on the near sideline.
Pickett County student section trying to give them a little fire here, trying to get them motivated to make a little run.
4:06 to play in the first, 5-2 lead for the Bobcats. Bulldogs with the basketball. Hackney pulls up from 10 feet, lets it fly, no good. We got a foul on the rebound, and it's going to be called on Red Boiling Springs. We're going to tag it on Maxie Wilson, as they're going to say he was pulling on Jacob Amonette down low. So the second team foul on Red Boiling Springs. Mind you, 4 already on Pickett County after 3 were tagged on Will Amonette. Here's Zach Amonette, good pass off to Wattenbarger, gets fouled, and he'll go up with it and get it to go. What a finish by Heath Wattenbarger. We've seen that a couple times in the last 2 games. Draw some contact and still able to get the finish.
Yeah, Zach was able to get a defender up, was able to work the ball into Heath. He got the ball up high, finished it strong, got the and one and the free throw.
Knocks it down. He's got 3 points, and the Bobcats lead 8-2 with 3:46 to play in the first. Picking up his dribble at half court, almost a turnover. Ball's poked out of bounds. Really good full court pressure. Kind of in that zone look in the full court, and then trap them as soon as they cross that half court line. Poke it out of bounds, but the Bulldogs still going to have it. They inbound to Hackney. Hackney will find Thompson. Thompson skip it back, and it's stolen away by Wattenbarger. It's 2-on-1. Bounce off to Jacob Amonette, draws the contact, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. Fell fairly hard. He shakes it off, and he'll be at the line. Kind of fell on that left elbow, maybe wrist area. He's kind of grabbing at the right arm, actually, kind of that forearm area. Timeout call by Red Boiling Springs, 32nd one. We'll keep it right here. 8-2 lead. The foul was called on Riley Thompson. That's his first and the 4th team foul on Red Boiling Springs. Well, the good start for the Bulldogs has now turned into a 6-point deficit with 3.5 to play and a chance for Jacob Amonette to add a couple more.
Yeah, we talked about adversity. How will Pickett County respond? They've actually responded pretty nicely right here to some adversity. Jacob Amonette right there, really nice play, getting himself down the court, getting open, able to get to the rack, draw the foul. He's going to be at the free throw line for 2. He's a little bit banged up on that play, still nursing that right arm just a little bit. We'll see how he's able to shake that off and knock these free throws down.
Yeah, he kind of spun going up with the basketball and wasn't able to get his hands underneath him when he fell, and kind of fell on his right forearm. So Jacob Amonette going to be at the line, knocks down the freebie. First one's good. He'll have a second one coming up. They thought it was one free throw. Zach Amonette was spinning around for the rebound. Now he'll try it again. Jacob Amonette knocks it down here. Usually when an Amonette's at the line, you're not going to need any rebounders. He's 4 of 4 from the stripe. He's got 4 points. 10-2 lead for the Bobcats with 3.5 to play in the first. And a foul called as Carter gets bumped on the far sideline right in front of the Pickett County bench. Foul called on Caleb Lowhorn, just a little too aggressive stepping towards Carter on that far side. Here's Thompson out near half court. A double comes and another steal by Pickett County. Zach Amonette on the right wing now for Pickett County. Inside to a cutting Lowhorn to the basket. Puts it up through the contact. Gets it to go.
Big man ran the court and got rewarded with a deuce.
I like that we're calling Caleb Lowhorn the big man. He's only about 5'11", but he does play that post position down there a lot. Another trap here and another timeout call taken by Red Boiling Springs. It was going to be another turnover on the backside and another steal, another 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here again, but Pickett County starting to settle in a little bit and are really starting it on the defensive side of the ball, and especially kind of in that full court pressure, but as soon as they get it across half court, they're trapping them. The Bulldogs don't know what to do.
Yeah, the Bulldogs got to figure out a way to get the ball to the center of the court. They're trying to make a cross-court pass. Wattenbarger's picked off a couple. He's very savvy around the ball. He's looking for it. He's a ball hawk. They've got to be more protective with the ball, figure out a way to get the ball in the center of the court, then distribute it to one of their shooters or look for a guy down low.
2:57 to play here in this first quarter. It's 12-2. Bobcats lead and almost a turnover on the inbound for the Bulldogs, but they'll have it. Here's Thompson on the left wing, picks up his dribble, a pass off Hackney on the left side. It's a 1-3-1 zone look for the Bobcats defensively. Thompson left corner, fakes a three. Good pass down low to Wilson, who didn't realize how open he was at first. Goes up and lays it in from the right side. The other end, Jacob Amonette in the middle of the lane. A wild shot, tried to fight for his own rebound, couldn't get it. That might be offensive. It is. That's a smart call. Jacob Amonette was just standing straight up underneath the basket. Colton Copas was trying to root out some space, didn't realize he could have just stepped forward and gone down the court, and instead throws his head into Jacob Amonette. And that's going to be a foul on Copas offensively. So it'll be Pickett County basketball. Quick inbounds to Heath Wattenbarger. Give it back to Hunter in the corner with 2.5 to play. A one-handed pass to Zach on the left side. Zach will pull it back out. And a foul called on Hackney as he had two hands on Zach Amonette. That'll be the second foul on Chris Hackney.
Got a lot of the fouls are starting to mount up here in the first quarter. 11
fouls called in this first quarter, and granted 3 of them on Will Amonette very early on. Jacob Amonette now with it, top of the key as Bobcats lead 12-4 with 2:16 to play in the first. A rifle pass down low for Lowhorn from Wattenbarger, and Lowhorn lays it up and in.
Wattenbarger dropping the dime to the glue man.
2:07 to play in the first. They lead it by 10. Come across half court, the trap comes. Thompson comes out of it, passes it over to Hackney. A near steal by Wattenbarger into the corner for Carter. Tries a triple off the back iron, rebounded by Wattenbarger. Jacob Amonette up to Hunter. Hunter, a shot fake, goes up with a shot, couldn't get it to fall. He thought he got fouled. They're going to say it's a clean block by Hackney at the end. Hackney has it for Red Boiling Springs. Pass off to Copas. And a steal by Hunter Wattenbarger. Throws it out front, goes up, lays it in with the right hand. He just plays with that little bit of swagger. It's fun watching him play the game of basketball.
He's got high energy. He's got a high basketball IQ.
16-4, Pickett County leads. Wilson in the right corner. A shot fake, sidesteps, and then an air ball on the back end of it. 1:15 to play, Pickett County with it. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing. Back to Zach Amonette, top of the key. Jacob will have it, takes a deep one and knocks it down from the right side. Second three of the game for the Pickett County Bobcats. One from Zach, one from Jacob. It's 19-4 with a minute to play here in this first quarter. His pass down low, picked off by Hunter Wattenbarger.
Wattenbarger's got at least 3 or 4 steals right here in the first quarter.
Maybe an assist. Now he'll get it back, try a triple from the wing, and rattle it in. Hunter Wattenbarger doing it all for the Bobcats.
Got quite the stretch right here going on.
22-4. 37 seconds to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs were leading this ball game, and now another turnover. Zach Amonette out in front, lays it up and in with the left hand, and I really like what Wattenbarger did there. Got out in front and essentially set a screen for Zach Amonette. so nobody could get to him in transition. So Zach Amonette gets the transition bucket and another timeout taken. And that might be that's already the third timeout, so it's a full timeout. So we'll take it with them. Back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Out of the timeout, Bulldogs with the basketball. 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's 24-4. Here's Carter in the left corner for the Bulldogs. We'll find Thompson, top of the key, give it back to Carter on the left side. 15 seconds to play, a 2-3 zone now for the Bobcats defensively. Hackney will come get it at the emblem. He'll drive it to the right side with 5 seconds. Thompson left wing with 4 seconds. Thompson with no urgency, 2 seconds, down low. A buzzer sounds and they don't even get a shot off in time. The first quarter comes to a close. Bobcats lead it 24-4 at the end of one. And we'll take another break, come back and have second quarter action coming your way.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
We start out the second quarter. Bulldogs have the basketball. They trail by 20, 24-4, and after the start that they had, they led 2-0. It's been quite a big run for this Bobcats team. They have the basketball here after the turnover. Lowhorn in the middle of the lane. We'll find Reagan, kick it out to Hunter Wattenbarger. He'll try the triple. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Jacob Amonette was trying to fight for it, couldn't come up with it. Still in the backcourt are the Bulldogs. Come across half court. Thompson steps through the double team, finds Hackney, and he traveled with it. And I think that's why he didn't take the three. Had an open look, but he knew he traveled with it, and he was just waiting for the whistle. And it will be a turnover by Hackney. So 30 seconds in here and already 2 turnovers. And now an open 3 look for Zach Amonette. Off the back iron, no good. Newly checked into the ball game is Jordan Bohannon. And no, that's not the Iowa Hawkeye Jordan Bohannon. Otherwise, this might be a different ball game. Here is Bulldogs with the basketball. Into Carter in the corner. Takes the triple, knocks it down from the left corner. Zach Carter gets in the scorebook and a much-needed bucket for this Bulldog squad. 24-7 now, 7 minutes remain. Wattenbarger on the left wing, skips it all the way to Zach Amonette as he rifled the pass, but Amonette couldn't handle it. It was a little out in front of him, and he threw it into the hands of the Bulldogs on the other side. Carter now with it, out to Thompson on the left wing. Thompson looking around, surveying, holding the ball above his head, takes one dribble and comes to a stop. Will pass off to Hackney. Thompson just not looking terribly confident with the ball every time he touches it. He gets it a lot though and has had some chances to take a shot, just hasn't yet. Here is Bohannon with it, inside to Hackney, putting up the shot. Check that was Kopas, and Kopas gets fouled and he'll be at the line. Foul's gonna be called on Caleb Lowhorn, so now the second Bobcat with multiple fouls, and the 6th team foul on Pickett County as well. So mind you, we do have 2 freshmen in the game for Pickett County, Eli Reagan and Jacob Amonette. We've told you a lot about Jacob Amonette. Eli Reagan has been said by Coach Amonette saying he's a very similar player to Jacob Amonette in the things that they're asking him to do. Kind of a floater, has to play a lot of positions, and really just kind of getting thrown in with the fire.
Yeah, both of them are very versatile players, able to play multiple spots on the court.
Kopus cannot connect on either free throw, and it's a good box out by Lowhorn. Jacob Amonette in transition takes the triple, and that one way off the mark.
Yeah, I'm not sure Coach Amonette thought that was a really good shot or possession right there.
Well, fortunately for Jacob, Coach can't stand up and yell at him, at least right now. He can't at halftime as Thompson lost the handle on it, falling out of bounds, tried to throw it back in, but was standing on the end line in the process, and it's another turnover by Red Boiling Springs. 6:07 to play in this one in the first half, 24-7, Bobcats lead. Reagan gives it to Lowhorn on the left side. Lowhorn stepping out of the double team. We'll find Reagan again. We'll skip it over to Jacob Amonette, top of the key. Fakes the 3, moves it right side for Zach. Zach give it back to Jacob. Left wing it goes into the hands of Reagan. Skip it over to Zach on the right side. High post to Heath. Out to Eli Reagan. Tries the triple. Off the right side, no good. We've been wondering when he was going to take it. Can't knock down the triple that time. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Hackney off to Thompson. We'll find Hackney again in the corner. Gets double teamed, trying to get out of it. Gets it baseline, and that's a good call there. Lowhorn, though, just picked up his 3rd foul. He just banged Bohannon down low, trying to go in for the steal. Bohannon going to be at the line now for a 1 and bonus, and now 2 Bobcats with 3 fouls. Lowhorn going to have to come out for the rest of the first half, we'll see, with about 5.5 to play. Though similarly to the girls' game, Bobcats get out to a big lead, but have a couple of players in foul trouble.
Yeah, well, they've got 4 seniors on the team, starters, and currently they've only got 2 seniors on the floor, 2 freshmen and a sophomore. So a good opportunity here. Again, facing a little bit of adversity. Let's see how much these younger guys have grown up here in the preseason.
Bohannon no good on the first attempt. It was a front end of a 1 and 1, so Bobcats with the basketball again on the offensive side. 5:11 to play here in the second quarter, 24-7. Reagan skips it to the right side for Jacob Amonette. Almost turned it over as Jacob was looking for Zach, who Zach looks like his knee brace may have come undone. Had to retie it. Puts up the shot from the right wing. It's short, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Now he'll drive in right baseline. Tried to pass it along the baseline, and it's stolen away. Picked off by Hackney. Hackney behind the back now, leading the break for the Bulldogs. Top of the key, will move it to Carter. Carter penetrates. Give it out to Thompson on the wing. Skip it over to Hackney, right side. On to Bohannon, puts up the floater. It's short, no good. And Heath Wattenbarger will clear away the rebound. Zach Amonette brings it up. Free throw line, pass off to Heath, top of the key. Good pass down low for Reagan, who lays it up and in from the left side. Great find, though, from Heath Wattenbarger. And Eli Reagan, those might be his first 2 points of the season.
Yeah, really good vision right there by Wattenbarger.
Timeout taken by Red Boiling Springs. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time. And that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Out of the timeout, Bulldogs back with the basketball. It's 26-7 with 4:18 to play here in the second quarter. Bobcats lead, almost a turnover. Some contact at the top of the key and no call. Copas lost the basketball and they call a foul on the Bobcats. This one going to be called on Eli Reagan. Eli Reagan going to pick up his first foul. Team's 8th. And it's going to send Copas to the line for a 1 and bonus. So they're getting chances to stop the clock, get some points on the board. They haven't been able to knock down too many free throws, and they miss on the front end there. Wattenbarger's fighting for the rebound. Heath comes up with it. The other end, Zach Amonette with the basketball on the right side. Finds Jacob, top of the key. Eli Reagan inside to Heath. Great backdoor cut by Heath. And Heath lays it up and in after the tremendous pass by Hunter.
Like we said, he's got really good vision, and Hunter's dropped a dime right to him. Here's another steal.
Speaking of the vision, Hunter bounce it off to Jacob Amonette. Jacob comes to a jump stop. He gets stopped looking to pass out, finds Reagan. Heath, top of the key. Off to Reagan on the wing. Zach Amonette, he'll try a triple. Top of the key, no good. Try to draw the foul. Isn't going to get the call. 28-7 the score with 3.5 to play in the second quarter. Bulldogs back with the basketball. They got across the timeline. They finally do. Hackney spins around in the lane. Tried to pass off Bohannon. He finds him, but Bohannon missed the bunny, but the putback is good for Copas. Copas finds 2 points. 3:10 to play here in the first half. It's 28-9. Jacob Amonette on the left wing to Reagan. Skip it over to Zach. Down low to Wattenbarger. A touch pass to Hunter is picked off by the Bulldogs. You like the thought, but good defense by the Bulldogs to pick it off. Thompson was going to be open for a three. Mishandles the pass. It goes through his hands and out of bounds. The Bobcats get the ball right back with 2:55 to play in the second.
Coach Amonette imploring his guys to make better passes, especially down in the post area.
Here's Zach Amonette on the right wing, driving right baseline, coming to a stop. We'll find Jacob Amonette top of the key, fakes a pass to the left, penetrates, and a jump ball is called. It's going to stay with the Bobcats underneath the basket, much to the dismay of the Bobcats. They thought it should have been a foul, but Bobcats will have it. Hunter Wattenbarger inbound to Heath. Heath, and we'll give it back to Hunter in the corner. Thought about taking the three, just holding it in the corner. Now we'll take a dribble and pass off Jacob Amonette, top of the key. 2.5 to play in the third. Hunter in the middle of the lane, kick out Zach Amonette. He'll take the three ball and find the bottom of the barrel. Zach Amonette with 8 points now. His second three of the game. Started the game off with a three for the Bobcats scoring-wise. It's now 31-9. Jordan Bohannon with the basketball for the Bulldogs in the right corner. Gets trapped. A steal now by the Bobcats. Jacob Amonette has it. On the break they go. Up to Zach. He'll lay it up and lay it in.
Nice look up court by Jacob. He found his brother running the lane, was able to drop a dime right into him.
Zach Amonette into double figures yet again. Here's Hackney at the other end, driving in. The ball's poked around. It's loose on the ground. And Jacob Amonette on the weak side tried to poke it away again as Hackney tried to pass it out to Carter, poked it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bulldogs underneath the basket. Hackney to take it out. On the left side, Bulldogs not moving around, and now they finally do, and not a great pass was thrown at the feet of Copas, went off his shin and out of bounds. 33-9, Bobcats lead. 1:51 to play in the second quarter. Zach Amonette on the right side. Give it to Jacob in the corner. Down low to Heath Wattenbarger. Back top of the key to Zach. Takes the three again. Off the front iron, no good, but Heath is there. Couldn't get the putback. Just short-armed it a little bit from the right side. Play was run really well, just couldn't get the finish. 1:30 to play here in the second quarter. A steal by the Bobcats. It's 3-on-1. Hunter Wattenbarger in the middle of the lane. Behind the back pass, and a little bit lazy that time, but fortunate as it was touched last by the Bulldogs. The ball went out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats underneath the basket. And Coach Amonette doesn't even want to look at him after that one.
Yeah, he might hear a little bit about that in the locker room.
Likes to play with his swagger and likes to make those behind the back passes, no look passes. That time he doesn't get away with one. We got a foul on the inbound as Jacob Amonette was penetrating to the basket. He got grabbed by Thompson, and Thompson going to be tagged with his second foul and wanted bonus free throws coming from Jacob Amonette, who's already 4 of 4 from the stripe in this ball game. So the freshman at the line on the front end cannot knock it down. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. 1:19 to play here in the first half. It's 33-9. Hackney will find Carter in the corner. Carter fakes a three, steps inside, lets it fly. It's off the back iron and corralled in by Heath Wattenbarger. Bobcats with the basketball. Right side to Jacob Amonette. Back to Zach in the corner. Zach will skip it all the way to Reagan. Reagan in the corner to Hunter Wattenbarger. Side steps, 54 seconds on the clock. Thinks smartly, passes off to Zach Amonette in the middle of the lane. A little floater and gets the runner to go. A little awkward looking, but it went down.
Nice little running floater right there off one leg. Just able to float it right into the rim.
39 seconds on the clock. It's 35-9. Bohannon, fake pass by Thompson. There's some confidence shown from him, but he can't get the floater to go. Now in transition go the Bobcats. Last touched by the Bulldogs out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bobcats here on the near sideline. So with 27 seconds left here in the first half, the Bobcats leading 35-9. They'll have a chance for the final shot if they want it. Looks like they're going to take it. 2-3 zone set here for the Bulldogs defensively with 13 seconds on the clock. Bobcats going to let that clock drain down. They're going to start it at 8. Zach Amonette on the right side. Bounce it inside to Heath. Back out top to Jacob. Dials up the triple. Lets it fly. It's off the mark. Never really had a handle on that one. Airballs it out of bounds. And the Bulldogs back with the basketball with 1.3 on the clock. Inbound from half court Heath. Carter off the back iron. No good. Looked pretty good all the way through, but couldn't get it to go down. 35-9 is your halftime score. The Pickett County Bobcats lead the Red Boiling Springs Bulldogs. We'll be back after this.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Back here at halftime at the Bobcat Den, Pickett County leading Red Boiling Springs 35-9 at the half, and it's been pretty much domination ever since the little bit of a shaky start. It was very slow start. Will Amonette picks up 2 fouls and then a technical foul on the way to the bench, and since he was in that bench area, like you mentioned, it gets tagged on Coach Amonette, so then he can't stand up for the rest of the game. And it was just a weird start, but they were able to kind of respond to the adversity. They went on a big run, and they lead it at the half, 35-9.
Yeah, they got over there and really got a little bit rattled by what was going on with the officiating crew and the technical foul. Thought they did a really nice job at recovering. Jacob Amonette stepped up. He's played really well here tonight. He's taken had a couple of possessions he'd probably like to have back in terms of the shot selection. But Jacob, Pickett County, they're a better team right here. Probably going to work on some stuff, try to get some guys into their bench, into the game a little later on, get them some experience, work on that depth that they're going to need for later on in the season.
Yeah, a little bit of foul trouble in that first half, but those will reset here in the second half. 2 players do have 3 fouls for the Bobcats, and Will Amonette and Caleb Lowhorn. We'll see if we see a whole lot of them in the second half. As we mentioned, the big lead, you mentioned it, see if we can get some reserves on the court for this Pickett County team. So halftime score 35-9. We'll take you through the scores for the Bulldogs. They were led by Colton Kopus with 4 points, 3 for Zach Carter and 2 for Maxie Wilson. On the other side, Zach Amonette had 12 in the first half, 4 for Caleb Lowhorn, 5 for Hunter Wattenbarger. Heath had 5 as well, so both Wattenbargers with 5. 7 points for Jacob Amonette. He was 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and 2 for Eli Reagan. Halftime score 35-9. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, Casey will have a check of the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. That's coming up next on UC Sports Nation.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here to Pickett County Basketball on UC Sports Nation. We're going to go through the regional scoreboard. Got a few finals here on the girls' side. Clay County goes and defeats Clinton tonight 66-46. Game you heard right here earlier on UC Sports Nation. Pickett County over Red Bowling Springs 48-29. Monterey goes to Sunbright, goes down 70-37. Upperman over Knox Webb tonight, 71-49. And one of the premier games on the girls' side, Cookeville 59, York Institute 35. Cookeville Cavaliers, the Lady Cavaliers, 7-0 on the season. Some sports outlets I've seen said #1 in the Upper Cumberland. They've certainly got a nice body of work going early. Over on the boys' side, we got an interesting score here, Jacob. Clay County, Clinton versus Clinton County, Kentucky. Clinton County goes to Clay County, takes down the Bulldogs 74-58. Interesting score there. And our score here, Pickett County 35, Red Bowling Springs 9. And lastly, we've got Upperman 10, Warren County 5. That's just starting in the second quarter. That's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Jacob, back to you.
Yeah, a lot of different scores and a lot of good scores. You mentioned that Clay County one, the first loss of the season for that Clay County team, and obviously Grant Strong, kind of the front runner for Mr. Basketball yet again here in Class A, and there's going to be a couple of players that might have something to say about that here on this Pickett County team. You and I, we've had that game circled for quite some time when they get to meet on January 7th for the first time, but before that, Pickett County gets to take on Clinton County of Kentucky on January 4th, and that's always a fun one. A little bit of a cross-state, cross-border rivalry between those two. So that's your UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Halftime score here at the Bobcat Den, 35-9. We'll see what the Bobcats can put on in the second half and try to keep on improving, like Coach Amonette said in the pregame. We'll take another short break, come back, and have second half action on the other side.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig-speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back for second half action here on UC Sports Nation. My name's Jacob Vincent. Casey Bolden to my right. You've heard some scores from around the area. The halftime score in this one, 35-9. About 30 seconds before we start off this second half. And, well, Red Boiling Springs haven't come out of the locker room just yet. Still talking it over. And, I mean, Coach Molinix, he's had this squad playing a lot better brand of basketball. And Coach Amonette even talked about they're probably the most improved team. But they're playing some really good defense on them in the first half, and that's kind of what gave them the opportunity to go out to a big lead.
Yeah, you know, they got up really high in that trapping defense. Once they crossed half court, really forcing the ball into the corners, using the half court stripe as a third defender or an extra defender to come in there and really take away some passing lanes. Hunter Wattenbarger played really excellent defense right there in the second quarter, had several steals, several tips, able to get to the rack himself some. So really look for Red Bull right here to figure out ways that they can get to the basket.
So we start out this second half. Bobcats leading 35-9. And the Bulldogs will start out with the basketball. Will Amonette is on the court for Bobcats here to start out this second half. They start out in that 1-3-1 zone. They've been running it for the whole game. They get it into Carter in the corner. Carter will find Kopus, give it back to Carter, top of the key to Hackney, right side to Thompson, dials up the triple, it's short, no good, and Zach Amonette has the rebound on the weak side. Will Amonette brings up the basketball. Off to Zach, top of the key, moves it left wing for Hunter Wattenbarger, sidesteps, finds Zach again, fakes right, gets it in the high post to Heath, kick it out to Hunter, lets it fly, it's short, but Heath the rebound. Zach down low to Caleb Lohorn, who lays it up and in, a great find and a good finish from the senior. 6 points for Caleb Lohorn. That might be a season high for him. He came into this one averaging right at 3 a game. 7 minutes to go here in the third. Hackney dicing up the defense, goes all the way to the basket and lays it in. Haven't seen that yet from Hackney. Does a nice job to get his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, they were able to get to the ball to the center of the court. The defense just couldn't stop them. Took it all the way to the rack for the score.
Zach Amonette faking another 3, gets the ball back, finds Will. Skip it over to Wattenbarger, back to Will, over to Zach. And 3 seconds in the lane. I don't know who was in the lane.
Yeah, I don't like that call. It's coming from the center official. It's not even coming from the lead official down underneath the baseline. I don't like that one at all.
So they called 3 seconds in the lane. I thought all the Bobcats were moving around pretty quickly. Not really standing in one spot. They come up with a steal right here. And Wattenbarger, he had the steal, stepped out of bounds and didn't reestablish himself before he came back in and grabbed the basketball again. So it'll be a steal and then a sequential turnover. There's Kopus inbounding for the Bulldogs. Thompson will give it back to Kopus, kick it out to Wilson. Skip it all the way over to Carter on the right baseline, puts up the floater. It's too short and rebounded by Amonette. It's 37-11 is the score. Bobcats with it. Wattenbarger in the corner, dials up the triple but can't get it to fall. A little bit of a heat check that time from Hunter Wattenbarger. There's a good pass over to Hackney on the left side. Lets it fly with the left hand. He knocks it down. Chris Hackney starting to come alive here in the third quarter and makes it 37-14.
Little run right here by the RBS Bulldogs.
Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing. In the middle of the lane to Heath Wattenbarger. Now Zach Amonette driving, passes off and got fouled in the process by Maxie Wilson. Wilson picks up his second foul. Check that. They call that one on Hackney, so that'll be his third. Wilson hopes to see a few more. Will Amonette with the basketball now on the inbound. Skip it all the way over to Hunter on the right wing with 5:40 to play in the third. Hunter holding the ball above his head. Will find Heath driving to the basket, tried to dump it off to Lohorn, lost the handle and got it back. Will Amonette will fake a pass, find Zach in the corner, let it fly, and rattle it in from that right corner. Zach Amonette with 15 points. And coming into the game, we knew he was going to be close to career 2,000, and Coach said around 15. So he might be past it or he's right up to it.
Yeah, certainly a big deal scoring 2,000 points in your high school career. Outstanding work by Zach Amonette.
Amonette at the head of the 1-3-1 zone. Here's Carter on the right side. A tie-up and a jump ball is called. Hunter Wattenbarger got in there with Carter to tie it up, and the Bobcats will have the basketball. And if Zach Amonette would get to that 2,000, we'll see if they stop the game and honor him for it. Zach and his father having a conversation on the sideline and calling out a play. And give it to Zach on the right side, back to Will and start it. Will giving it over to Zach on the right wing. Zach inside to Lowhorn in the high post, over to Zach, a three ball from the right side, rattles it in, and it goes down. What a play run there. They wanted to play for Zach, so that might have been the 2,000 right there. He's got 18 points and a timeout taken by Red Boiling Springs. So Zach Amonette with 2 triples here in the third quarter makes it 43-14 with 4.5 to play in the third. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here out of the timeout, Bulldogs with the basketball as they come across the half-court line. Almost get tied up by the Bobcats, but get it back. Hackney has it. We'll find Thompson on the left side. Thompson dribbles the basketball with the left hand, picks it up, and they're going to call a travel on Riley Thompson, and another forced turnover by the Bobcats defense with 4:11 to play in the third. We were talking about kind of before that timeout. Now, we think that Zach has reached 2,000. They purposely got him to play. He's got 18 points right now. We knew coming in it was around 15. So he's right around it and quite possibly surpassed it already. Will Amonette will try the three from the left wing, and he knocks it down for his few points of the game.
Nice splash there by Will. He got open, just let the trigger go, let it fly. Good follow through, nothing but nylon.
Jacob Amonette and Eli Regging getting set to check in at the next dead ball. There's Chris Hackney with the basketball for the Bulldogs. The left wing it goes to Thompson. Skip it all the way over to Carter in the corner. Carter penetrates, tried to lay it off to Copas. He finally does, kind of laid it to the back of him. Copas goes up and lays it in. That was a nice little play run there by the Bulldogs. We've seen flashes from him. It's just taking care of the basketball and being confident with holding the basketball as well.
Yeah, the Pickett County's really put the pressure on them. Just haven't been able to handle the basketball very well, create a lot of turnovers for Pickett County and opportunities to score.
Zach Amonette was looking kind of like he was throwing an oop to Lowhorn on the backside on the left block. And it was a little too high, but it was last touched by the Bulldogs. So the Bobcats will keep it on the left baseline. Heath Wattenbarger and Caleb Lowhorn check out as the two freshmen check in. Hunter Wattenbarger inbound to Jacob Amonette. Verts it along the perimeter to Will. Will give it back to Jacob, looking into the lane, can't get it to anybody. Zach takes another triple from the right side. It's short and rebounded by Carter and cleared away. Carter will bring it up the court, picks up his dribble, pass off to Hackney. Hackney drives in with the left hand. We'll give it over to Thompson, top of the key. Thompson, good pass into Copas, goes to the basket, gets fouled, draws the contact. He'll be at the line for one as he gets the shot to go.
Really nice work right there by Copas. He got his guy up in the air around the free throw line, used his left hand, able to get to the rim, get the shot up, draw the contact for the and one. Probably one of the better plays that they've ran tonight.
Colton Copas, just a sophomore for this Red Boiling Springs squad. Can't connect on the free throw, but him and Hackney are the two main guys for this Red Boiling Springs team. And they're playing some good basketball. Down low, Zach Amonette thought he got fouled. Can't get the shot to go. A fight for it on the ground. Bohannon and Reagan are tied up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to the Bulldogs. 2:43 to play in the third quarter. It's 46-18. Bobcats lead it. If we hit 35 points, it'll be a running clock. Not quite to that just yet, but getting a little bit closer as that ball turned over, and it'll go back to the Bobcats. As I was saying, they've got the two sophomores who are kind of the players for this team. So again, they're going up against one of the better defenses in the state as well. This is one of the best teams in the state in Class A. So they're playing fairly well considering. There's a turnover by the Bobcats on the other end. Just a little careless on the pass, trying to force it down low to Reagan, who was not in a great spot, directly underneath the basket. Bulldogs back with the basketball with 2:24 to play in the third. Still some full court pressure shown by the Bobcats. We were kind of talking about on the way up here, if it gets to a big lead like this, is it worse to kind of, just give up and back off and just kind of play out the rest of the half, or do you still try to run your stuff and try to get, the other team some experience in a ball game too?
Yeah, I feel like you got to stay with your stuff. You got to figure out how to keep grinding away, how to keep putting points on the board, whether that's with our starters or with some of the subs that are coming into the game.
Another timeout taken by the Bulldogs. It's a full one. We'll take it with them. Back in a minute on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Welcome back here out of the timeouts. Bobcats with the basketball. Here's a pass on the baseline to Zach Amonette. They're going to call an offensive foul on Zach Amonette on the right blocks it. He lowered the shoulder into Hackney, who bounces up, rubbing the back of his head. But when you take a charge, it makes you feel a little bit better. Zach Amonette going to be tagged with his first foul. 46-18 is the score. There's 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Some soft full court pressure from the Bobcats. They get it to Carter on the right corner. Baseline pass off to Bohannon. Bohannon comes to a stop, finds Copas for the 17-foot jump shot. It's no good. Rebound tipped out and into the hands of the Bulldogs. Thompson lost the ball. Now a three ball coming from Hackney, who's able to knock it down from the left wing. Mentioned it, he's starting to come alive. He's got 8 points here in the quarter alone. It's 46-21. Will Amonette, top of the key, over to Jacob, left side. They haven't been able to score a whole lot of points in this quarter. They've only scored 9 so far. And the ball tipped. And here on the near sideline, almost a steal for the Bulldogs, but the Bobcats will keep it here on the near sideline. 1:22 to play in the third, 46-21. Bobcats with the basketball. Top of the key, Reagan has it now in the middle of the lane, over to Wattenbarger on the wing. Wattenbarger thought about spotting up. We'll find Zach, jabs right, drives it to the basket, lost the handle. He's going to be fouled, and they're going to call that one on the ground. Could have been called on the shot. Either way, it was a 50-50 call, and they're going to call it on the ground. And Zach thought it was on the shot.
Definitely thought he earned the opportunity to get to the free throw line right there.
Second foul on Copas, and down low, good inbounds to Lohorn, who lays it up and in. He's got 8 points already. See if he can get into double figures. A minute remaining here in the third quarter. Thompson picks up his dribble in the backcourt. Smartly picking it up in the backcourt rather than the front court. But stepped out of bounds on the far sideline was Bohannon, and a turnover by the Bulldogs. Will give the ball back to the Bobcats. Zach Amonette going to check out of the ball game for right now with 57 seconds on the clock here in the third, as well as Hunter Wattenbarger. And Heath and Jacob Amonette will check back in. So on the court, Eli Reagan, Will Amonette, Jacob Amonette, Heath Wattenbarger, and Caleb Lowhorn for the Bobcats. Reagan on the left wing, skip it over to Jacob on the right wing. Lowhorn on the right baseline finds Will for a triple from the top of the key, and he finds the bottom of the barrel.
Worked the ball around the perimeter, got a jump shooter wide open. Will's able to knock down the three.
It's a 30-point advantage for the Bobcats, 51-21. Will Amonette has 6 points. There's a half-court pass up to Carter in the corner. Ball's tipped around. Will Amonette comes up with a steal. He'll start the break with 25 seconds on the clock. Takes it to the basket. He gets fouled fairly hard, and he'll be at the line for 2 shots. Will Amonette going to be going to the line for the first time. Foul called on Riley Thompson. He picks up his 3rd foul. Will Amonette mentioned it. Picked up 3 very early fouls that had come out early on in this ball game. Caused the technical to be called on Coach Amonette. First free throw good from Will, but couldn't play in most of that first half. It was a weird start, but Bobcats were able to settle in and all started on the defensive side of the ball and got out to a big lead. Led at halftime 35-9. They're up 52-21 right now. No good on the second attempt by Amonette. Did make the first. 1 for 2 from the stripe that time. 10 seconds to play here in the third. Ball's loose on the ground. Bulldogs pick it up. Hackney on the left wing with 5 seconds. Hackney drives in, kick out to Bohannon with 3 seconds. Back to Hackney with 1, fading away. Too short, no good. End of 3. It's 52-21. Bobcats lead after 3 quarters of action. Back in a minute.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
We start out this 4th quarter. Bobcats lead 52-21. Bobcats will have the basketball, and we see Gage Harris check in for the first time for this Bobcats team. We're going to start to see some of the reserves check in as the rest of them taking off their warm-ups. Gage Harris comes in, takes a 3, can't get it to fall. Lowhorn the rebound, and then they're going to call a foul on Caleb Lowhorn. He had the basketball, went up for a shot. Oh, they're going to reverse it. Looked like they called it on Lowhorn. He pointed the other way, and then they reverse it, and it's going to be on the Bulldogs, but didn't see who they called it on. So Caleb going to check out, and Heath Wattenbarger as well. So Gage Harris is in. Jacob Amonette along with Eli Reagan. Lyric Paris is checked in. And Caden Thomas the other one. They're going to try to run some good offensive set here and get some of the reserves, some good playing time. In the corner, Caden Thomas, 3 ball. That one a little short. Fight for the rebound. And picked up by the Bulldogs. Caden Miller will get set to check in. The next dead ball as well. It looks like one more. It'll be Gavin Daniels. So Gavin Daniels and Caden Miller. Bulldogs with the basketball, diving on the floor forward is Jacob Amonette. Gage Harris out in front, goes up to lay it in, and he does with the right hand.
Nice play right there.
Hit a 3 in the last game against Cannon County. He gets a 2-pointer right there in transition. 54-21, a steal by Caden Thomas. He gets fouled. Bobcats will have it going back the other way. So the reserves coming in, trying to get some good minutes. Caden Miller will check in now for Jacob Amonette. For Coach Amonette, you gotta love it. We've seen it with the girls, especially against Warren Central, where you got all 10 players to play, and now the boys gonna try to do the same thing. They've got a few more than 10. They've got about 12. There's Caden Thomas to Eli Reagan. Got fouled, puts it up, gets it to go, and he'll be at the line for one of them.
Big boy move right there. He catches it at the free throw line, works his way down to the block area, gets one up, gets a little contact, draws the and one, Jacob.
He knew where he was going with it as soon as he caught the pass. He'll be at the line for the N1 opportunity. High in the air, knocks it down. He's got 5 points. That'll be a season high for Eli Reagan. Makes it 57-21. 6.5 to play in the game. Here's Maxie Wilson going to the basket, kicking it out. A 3-ball from the wing is no good. Off the hands of Jaden White, who checked in for the first time. Gage Harris will bring it up now for Pickett County. Crosses over on the left wing, pulls it back out along the perimeter. Tell you what, he can handle the ball pretty well.
He's got some handles, no doubt about it.
There's a baseball court pass over to Gage, takes the 3-ball. It's a little bit deep, and trying to save it from going out of bounds is Lyric Paris, but it sails into the cheerleaders, and they'll have the basketball back, that being the Bulldogs.
We're in a running clock situation right here too, Jacob. Up 36, 6 minutes to go, so no more clock stoppage.
Bulldogs with it. This is Will Massey, top of the key, trying to go to work on Caden Thomas. Picks up the dribble, a pass off to Wilson, who, check that. Yeah, Maxie Wilson, who lost the handle on it. He's out near half court, picks up his dribble, looking to pass off. Will finds Jaden White. Now Connor Hendricks with it, crosses over. He got fouled, and Gage Harris down there going to be tagged with it. So Gage Harris, he's getting in the scorebook quite a bit. Picks up the foul there, and he's got 2 points. He's handling the basketball for him. Now Gavin Daniels checks in, and Eli Reagan will take a rest on the bench. So the final 5 on the roster for Pickett County in the game for the final 5:24. 57-21, a running clock, as Casey mentioned, at 35 points. It's a 36-point advantage right now. And we did get to this point against Cannon County with about 2 minutes to play. And that was the slowest 2 minutes of a basketball game I think I've been a part of.
Yeah, no doubt. It felt like it'd never be over.
It was close enough to not have the running clock, and they were still calling a lot of fouls at the end of that one. A turnover here by the Bulldogs. A 3-ball from the left side for Thomas isn't going to go, but a rebound by Caden Miller. Miller pulls it down, kick it out to Gage Harris. Fakes a 3, penetrates, puts up the floater. A nice move, but can't get the finish. A little too hard off the glass. Yeah, tell you what, if he keeps playing well like this in these games, and he's playing well in practice, we might see a little bit more of Gage Harris.
No doubt. He's come on the court every time he gets in the game. He brings some energy. He's absolutely can knock down shots. I'm sure he gets beat up on in practice every day, and so he's just excited to get in the game where he can make a contribution.
That's the only knock on him. He's going to be the shortest guy on the court, but he handles himself well. Here's a pass to Lyric Paris for a 3 in the corner. Can't get it to fall. They're all trying. You can hear the crowd get excited when they put up the shot.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of hands go up over there on the Pickett County bench too. They're rooting for these guys to score, no doubt.
Here's a little up and under, rebounded by the Bulldogs underneath, and now Bobcats with it in transition. Lyric Paris pass off to Gage Harris. Harris pulls it back out. Caden Thomas will take the triple. Can't get it to fall again. They're just missing it by just that much. They're getting good looks at it, and they're running a pretty good offense. Just
Absolutely.
Can't get them to fall.
Yep.
At the other end, Bulldogs with it. This is Nate Logan on the right wing. Reaching in is Caden Miller, and he's going to be tagged with the foul. He was trying to reach around Maxie Wilson to poke it away. Caden Miller into the scorebook with a foul, and that's going to be the 4th team foul. So still 3 more before 1 in bonus. Maxie Wilson will go take it out. 3:23 to play, and a steal by Lyric Paris on the inbound, looking ahead to Gage Harris. Harris leading the break, crossing over, got it poked away, picks it back up, finds Daniels into the corner to Thomas. Baseball pass over to Paris, tries the triple from the right side, a little bit deep, finds the hands of Will Massey on the backside, but he lost it out of bounds, so the Bobcats will keep it underneath the basket. Gavin Daniels will trigger for the Bobcats on the left side. Inbound, Gage Harris fakes a 3, steps back, and now he'll put it on the ground and dribble it with the right hand. Give it back to Daniels in the corner. Daniels will one-hand pass, top of the key, now into the post to Caden Miller of the Gage Harris. Lets it fly from the left side, a little bit deep, but rebounded by Caden Thomas. Can't get the putback. Paris is there. He'll go up and lay it in.
He's Wattenbarger over there flexing up.
Lyric Paris finds his first 2 points of this one. It's 59-21. 2:27 to play in the ball game. Still a running clock. Gage Harris playing some tough-nosed defense on Nate Logan. Passes it off and finds Will Massey. Massey will get it inside to Wilson on the elbow. Kick it back out to Massey in the corner. Massey penetrates on the left baseline, finds Wilson Free throw line extended. He'll drive in. Can't get the floater to go. And a strong rebound ripped off the glass by Caden Miller. Gage Harris with his eyes up. Gavin Daniels will fake the three in the high post to Miller. Kick it on the right side to Thomas. Back down low to Miller. Backing down his defender. Putting up the shot. Too strong. Fighting for the rebound again. And throwing one of the players to the ground. And no call. And he hops back up. That's Nate Logan with it. He's got the basketball right now. He took a hard spill down there.
This crew may have a dinner date that they've got to get to. They've passed on a few hard fouls right here in the last couple of minutes.
90 seconds to play. I'm not going to complain about it. Started the running clock with 5 minutes, and I don't think they've blown the whistle yet. Bulldogs with it in the corner. Stolen away by Caden Thomas. He's out in front. He'll take it to the basket. Put up the shot. A little bit of contact, no call. Couldn't get it to go. And now the ball out of bounds is going to stay with the Bulldogs here on the near sideline with 1:10 and counting. The Bulldogs will take it out. Jordan Bohannon checks back in for the Bulldogs. Nate Logan with it. Bohannon sets the screen. High arcing shot from Logan isn't going to fall. Rebound fought for. Bohannon in there. A lot of contact. Still no call. They're letting him play. Bobcats get it back. Up it goes to Gage Harris. Puts it up high off the glass and gets it to fall. You might be right. They might have a dinner date after this one.
Yeah, just not putting any air in the whistle right now. Trying to get the game over.
61-21 now. 30 seconds to play. Bohannon in the middle of the lane puts up a runner. No good. Gavin Daniels the rebound, and now we'll see they hold it for the final shot. Now we'll see. Gage Harris pulls up from 15 feet. Gets it to fall.
Gage Harris, he's in a zone.
He's got 6 points. 16 seconds. 63-21 is the score. Top of the key for Bohannon. He'll penetrate to the basket, put up the runner, no good. Rebounded, back up, and good for Connor Hendricks.
RBS fans really excited about that bucket right there too, Jacob.
And that's going to be it. A 40-point victory for the Bobcats in their first district game, 63-23. That 2 points right there, the only 2 points of the fourth quarter for the Red Boiling Springs Bulldogs. Final score, 63-23. We'll take a short break, come back, and wrap it up for you.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back here on the post-game report, brought to you by People's Bank here in Byrdstown. Final score, 63-23 in favor of the Pickett County Bobcats. They improved to 6-1 on the season, 1-0 in district play, and a good start in district play for the Bobcats. For the Bulldogs, they'll fall to 2-6 and 0-1 in district play, and That's about how we thought this game would go, barring the start of this one. A very weird start, a shaky start for the Bobcats with the 3 fouls on Amonette, the technical foul, but they're able to settle in, get some defensive stops, turn those into turnovers. Those turnovers turned into points.
Yeah, you know, good teams, Jacob, they can figure out ways to get around or get through the adversity. We had some adversity there at the beginning of the game with the 2 unfortunate fouls on Will and then the technical foul. It felt like Pickett County really dug in after that. Allowed themselves to gather their emotions that they were going through, really figure out ways to get the ball in the hands of their shooters. Amonette had a nice game. I thought Wattenbarger continued to play with energy. We had some guys that came in off the bench, gave us some really nice minutes. I thought Gage Harris got into the game late, played extremely well. Just overall, I thought it was a really good performance by Pickett County. I do think they've got to figure out ways to continue to protect the basketball. A lot of turnovers, a lot of unforced errors tonight. So they'll have to figure out ways to get that corrected before their next big game again Friday night at Gordonsville.
Yeah, that's going to be a really big one and the first true road game for both teams, and it's going to be a district game as well. That'll be at Gordonsville on Friday. We'll have coverage starting at 5:45 from Gordonsville. Let's break down this one a little bit more. We'll take you through the final stats. The scores on the Bulldog squad, who fall to 2 and 6. 2 scorers with 8 points. It was Chris Hackney and Colton Copas, those 2 sophomores. We mentioned it. They're going to be good basketball players for the years to come for this Bulldog squad. They just ran into a buzzsaw of a defense running that 1-3-1 zone in the Bobcats tonight. 3 points for Zach Carter, 2 for Maxie Wilson, and 2 for Connor Hendricks. And again, this is a team that came in averaging 38 points, scored 23. That's their lowest point total of the year, and a credit to the Bobcats defense. Scoring-wise for the Bobcats, they were led by none other than Zach Amonette. We were told he was around 15 points away from 2,000 career. He had 18 tonight, so he very well could have 2,000 career points. If that's the case, a huge congratulations to the senior Zach Amonette. 18 points for him tonight. 7 for his brother Will, 8 for Caleb Lowhorn, 5 for Hunter Wattenbarger, 5 for Heath Wattenbarger. Jacob Amonette had 7, 5 for Eli Reagan, 2 for Lyric Paris, and 6 for Gage Harris there in the fourth quarter. Final score 63-23. We're going to take another short break, come back, and bring you some final scores from around the area as well. That's coming up next.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Back here for the final time from the Bobcat Den. Final score on the boys' game, 63-23, and a lot of scores from around the area, Casey.
Yeah, UC Sports Nation scoreboard, Jacob. Finals here. Clay County takes down Clinton County, Kentucky girls game, 66-46. Game you heard right here on UC Sports Nation. Pickett County takes down Red Bull and Springs, 48-29. Sunbright over Monterey, 70-37. Upperman, Knox Webb. Upperman takes down Knox Webb 71-49. And then a big game down in Cookeville tonight. The York Institute Lady Dragons go to Cookeville. The Lady Cavs take them down 59-35. An impressive 24-point win for the Cookeville Lady Cavs. Over on the boys' side, Clinton County, Kentucky goes down to Clay County, knocks them off that undefeated water that they were in, take them down 74-58. The game you just heard right here on UC Sports Nation, Pickett County 63, Red Bull and Springs 23. Another final, Monterey over Sunbright 52-36. And then at halftime, Warren County 31, Upperman 25. Jacob, that's the UC Sports Nation scoreboard. Back to you.
So a final score in this one, 63-23, and that's about going to do it for us. We do want to mention the final score of the girls' game as well was obviously 48-29. We've got some stats from that one. Shayla Wood, we mentioned it, 25 points, but she also had 12 rebounds to go along with that. Callie Reeder, 10 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks. A tremendous game from those two. Allie Emanette, she had 5 points and 7 rebounds as well. We mentioned it. Rebounds were huge in the win for the girls, and those 3 players were a big reason why they had so many. So 2 wins for the Bobcats here tonight. We're back in action on Friday on the road at Gordonsville. It's going to be a fun one. Coverage will start at 5:45 on UC Sports Nation on our YouTube channel. We'll tweet it out. We'll post it on Facebook as always. And of course, we appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a great start to this year. I've had a lot of fun. I know Casey's had a lot of fun. The reception from all the fans listening has been wonderful, and hopefully we can keep it going for you guys. So keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation. We'll be there on Friday when they take on the Tigers and the Tigerettes. For the girls, they improved to 8-1, 1-0 in district play. For the guys, improved to 6-1 and 1-0 in district play. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Birdstown. Talk to you on Friday.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Birdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Birdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Birdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel. Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Time Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.